we should be good
You remember
there.
our venerable house,
Good.
opulent and imperial.
In Radiance, may we find victory. I hope so, Pentrex.
I beg you, return home, claim your birthright.
What's up, Muksu? What's up, Doc? What's up, everybody? 160 delicious little purple bits from Gurr. 3 months to get paid. This explains why I haven't received my ad bit kickback check yet. Yeah. It's actually not, it's not 3 months. It's really more like 2 months or whatever. I always thought it was strange that the game never makes you fight the monsters from the intro cutscene. Well, I mean, to be honest, like, as far as, like, Call of Cthulhu goes, as far as, like, that kind of mythos goes, like, probably the thing that you see in the cutscene is the thing that made your ancestor lose his fucking mind. I need to turn the game up, sorry. Right? So usually in Call of Cthulhu, there are like beings that like are so beyond your scope of like mind and understanding of how things work that just upon witnessing their being, like if you were a mathematician or even if you're just your base knowledge in the way that physics work were so turned upside down upon witnessing something that was so antithetical to everything that you knew and the way it worked, that like you fucking lose your mind. Like that's kind of the thing that I think he witnesses there, that you get a picture of. And so like, yeah, you can't really fight that because it's kind of, you lose, you know? And like the kind of things that you interact with as a person in this game, as your characters in this game, are on like a minuscule scale. They're like on a perceivable scale.
There is a great
is what I would. That's my argument anyway. That's my argument. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just kind of what I would say. So like there's this, if you've never seen, there's a music video that is like so not safe for work, like I won't even go any further, but it's based in like the way that it's done is like super like kind of in a kind of Lovecraftian kind of nature. Not entirely like frame for frame or anything like that, but it's like I would think that it clearly pulls from it a little bit. So it's like that's like a kind of interesting thing. What's up, Filthy? How you doing today, man? You lose, just like from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, you lose, and it's just like in Monopoly too. You just go straight to jail. You're right. You don't pass go. You don't collect $200. You're screwed. Thanks for the like and the retweet, Great Pino. I really appreciate it, man. Oh, you just, if you really want to watch that, which I think the song is great, and I think the music video is awesome, but it's like super not, like you should not watch it or even search for it if you're at work or whatever. But it's like, it's just like, you just search for like Lovecraftian music video or something like that, and you'd find it. Yeah. Yeah, if you've never seen it, then if you've seen it, you know what the hell I'm talking about. But you have Google Foo. Yeah, it's super easy to find. I just don't want to post it, right? I think it's a little too inappropriate. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I mean, really, technically. Very, very tempted to link it. Don't link it. Really, technically, like, we could go and do the Darkest Dungeon right now. I don't know, Failstar. I don't know what we're talking about, but as far as Darkest Dungeon goes. But we only have one thing left to do. But you know what? I don't think I'm gonna go and do that yet. I don't think we're gonna go and do the Darkest Dungeon quite yet. I don't think. Do 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 to 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 to. You can't fire yourself. You're safe via your incorporation article. Oh, there you go. That's a good way to do it. Sunok Sominos. What's up, Koopa? How you doing today, man? Good to see you. Must not control V. Have you seen it, Sound? You should watch it first before you. And then you'll understand. You'll understand quite immediately. Level 0 Houndmaster. Send him to the Darkest Dungeon. Did we lose some characters in this file? We lost 3 characters. Yeah, the one music video. Yeah. Have you seen that one, Failstar? We were talking about we were talking about like someone was just saying like why we never fight the thing that you see in like the intro video. And I was like, well, in Lovecraft there's like things that you can witness. There's like beings that are like so huge and on like some sort of different scale that would like, and they're so antithetical to things that like you know to be true, that like blows your mind, it makes you go insane. And I think that's the case with that thing that you see in the cutscene in the beginning of the game. And then then I was talking about that thing with the pool. Yes, yeah, you've seen that. Okay, cool. I like that music video. I've seen it like 10 times. I like it a lot. But do do do. Right, that's why I was saying I didn't even want to link it or even like really talk too much about it. But I think it's really good. Fell to the hand of an ally. He killed himself. Jawat. He killed himself. It was against a shambler, and he got a resolve check, and he got an affliction, and he got masochist, and he hurt himself, and he died. Yeah, that's what happened. It was dumb. It's what Cthulhu is all about, is a being that if you would just see, you would go mad. Right. Exactly, 007. I mean, that they're not all beings necessarily fall under that category, but like the greater beings of that universe, you know, the antediluvian horrors, you know, are supposed to be like that. But there's smaller ones that you could actually like not go completely insane, but they're just like very. Like the things that we interact with, like the Shambler, like that's like somewhat reasonable or whatever. But yeah, so he got masochist and he killed himself, and he died to the bounty hunter here died to the freaking to the crow. What's it called? What's, you know what I mean? The thing. Shrieker, the Shrieker, that thing, yeah. And then this guy died, where did you die? A Brigand Raider. Against what? Oh, that was the Wolf. Oh, duh. Yeah, that was the Wolf, yeah. So, Shambler, Shrieker, Wolf, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we have 3 deaths. We're on week 68. Like, I think I'm gonna do, like, some champion runs. He refused, like, 2 heals. And then he got crit. Yeah, he had a bad time. He had a bad time. Do, 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 do. If you go over the death limit using the scripted event in the final fight, do you still lose? Yes, Gingineer, you do. Yes. You're still 4? Billy, dude, we don't get... look, Failstar, look. We don't get veteran level dungeons. They don't exist. They don't exist. They're just not there. All right. Look. They just don't exist. They just don't exist. I'm sorry. Like, we have one veteran wield run, and it's a, you know what I mean? I want a ruins run for it to level up your character. Believe me, I want to level up your character. Failstar, I really do. I'm gonna try and level up my leper here again, because I want to get my leper to level 6, and yeah, we're gonna bring a man-at-arms. What the hell's wrong with you? I'm de-stressing you. God dang it! I don't want to de-stress you. Whatever. I guess. I don't know. Maybe this will work. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. It's probably not gonna work. Oh, well, yeah, you're kind of, yeah. Alright. Let's do this. I think we have everybody at the right level and the right equipment. Or the right, yeah. Do this. Okay. Really like this game, but early game managing hero stress is a mare. What is the secret / technique? Shaggy Monster, here's what I would recommend when you start out your first file. I would highly recommend your first upgrade you do when you enter the town is getting your stagecoach to allow for 4 heroes to spawn in town. I think that's pretty important. Because that way, when you're, like, you can, like, rotate out your entire roster for the second week if you have to. And then from there, I like to upgrade my hero barrack size quite a bit. Like, as fast as I can to accommodate for a large amount of people. I mean, you want to get your blacksmith to level, like, your weapons to level 1. You don't have to get your armor up right away. And you want to get your guild to level 1 so that you can upgrade skills as well. But getting a large roster allows you to rotate in characters that aren't stressed and then just don't use those other characters. And if they're not being used to de-stress, or if they're not being used in the sanitarium or whatever, then they will reduce their stress by 10 every week. So that way you can kind of just get away without using a character for a couple weeks, and then they're good to go for the next week. You know what I mean? So anybody with 50 or less stress, like, you just don't need to de-stress because you just don't use them for a couple weeks, then they're down to like 30 or 20, and then they're good to go. So that's what I would recommend, Shaggy. So hopefully that answers your question. And if you're, don't be afraid to fire characters that have too many bad abilities or bad quirks or whatever. Do 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 do. Yeah, if they're bad, just bin them. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Da-da-dum, da-dum-dum. What's up, Narthathuth? How you doing today, man? Good to see you, bud. Dum, da-dum-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Alright, whatever. He's just a bit of a klepto, yeah. Why is spearfishing allowed to crit? Why is it allowed to crit? Because every ability has a chance to crit. Well, that's actually not true, but most abilities can crit. So, yeah, they just do. I don't know. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Okay, listen, Plague Doctor, you're gonna get this plus a map. Occultist, you're gonna get a focus ring plus a seer stone. Houndmaster, you're gonna be set up for stuns. You're stunning. The #1 stunner. Is On Guard really worth it on a leper? Oh, I love On Guard on a leper. So the reason that the leper I find it so amazing to have On Guard on is the leper has crazy high damage, right? So if you can increase the leper's damage even more, then he can, and if he's fast for something like On Guard, you can kind of, like, depending on where you're at, he can almost one-shot enemies, like, a lot of the time. So he can just remove an enemy from their line before they even get an action, which is really powerful. So yeah, that's why I value that on a leper quite highly. So yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. Alright, so we're going to make a stack plus 8 food here. We'll bring a stack of shovels here for sure. For clearing obstacles, for barnacle-crusted chests, for giant clams. Don't need any anti-venoms or bandages. We have a Plague Doctor to heal bleeds on our characters for the most part, so all set there. Don't need any anti-venoms. We could use it on a brackish tide pool, but it's pretty garbage. So we definitely want a lot of medicinal herbs. We could use them on healing coral, on fish carcasses, and for removing debuffs as well. And then we'll bring some skeleton keys if we find a secret room or whatever, that's fine. And we'll bring some extra torches to make sure we can keep our light above 75, especially because I have a sun ring. We want to make sure that that's going to be active, so. Yep. Hey, abominations are awesome. Don't be mean to the abominations. Come on, man. Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. All right. Good luck, have fun, do good, don't die, kill all ally, victory, no BS. So I do want to get my leper up to level 6. I don't like this dungeon's technically giving him 12 experience. And then he'll actually get 18 experience. Or no. Yeah, 18 experience, right? From this dungeon because of the bonus experience from one of our characters having been to the darkest dungeon. So, so he's actually going to get, I said he's going to get 16, so he's going to go to 46. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, he won't level up to 6, unfortunately, but eh. So we're definitely bringing the Houndmaster here because the Houndmaster is going to be able to get us some stuns, obviously. But I mean, this is important because the Squiffy Ghast is such a horrible enemy for us to fight. Last time we tried to boost him up, he got Squiffy Ghasted. Yeah, that was when we tried to use the Antiquarian with him. This is why we're bringing the Houndmaster this time. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Time to get Squiffy. What's up, though, Sound? I hope you're having a great Monday. Oh yeah. What's up, Bronze? Good to see you too, man. Do 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 do. Alright, we're gonna try and stun you here. Nice. Hopefully my leper goes before the Houndmaster. Just kidding. Yeah, no, you have quick reflexes, so you're gonna be going before him mostly. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to stun this thing this turn. Okay, so we're doing 17 to 33 damage. Okay, solid hit. We're going to just try and get rid of that thrall right off the bat. Cool. We're going to work on the ghoul here in just a minute. But I'm going to be stunning the ghoul here again with the Houndmaster this time. And I'm going to have the Plague Doctor throw a Blight Grenade on this Armored Maggot. So now all I need to do to this thing is 5 damage. Alright, well, I'm going to hit it with the Occultist. And so we're doing 4 to 8. So great, that's fine. If we do 6, I just want to make sure that thing dies, because it can give me diseases and slow me way the hell down. I don't want to have to deal with that crap. We can stun this insatiable ghoul here about half the time, and we do get that stun, so that's great. Start chipping away at this Mamma Jamma. I think I want to bring the Leper on my final Darkest Dungeon, so that's why I want to level him up here. I don't have to bring him. He's not, like, required by any means, but I don't know. I like the Leper. I want to let Scott Onesie Wilso get in on the action. Aw, don't bleed my lowest bleed resist character. Oh, get wrecked. Ethereal Crucifix coming to town. Credit for 5. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna just have my Leper heal himself a little bit here, and he'll be able to the finishing blows here. Not that he actually has to do any finishing blows, because this ghoul is dead. D-E-D, dead. All right. Yeah, it's super. It's actually just dead from death. All right.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I don't need portraits. Get out of here. Get out of here. So yeah, we're actually going to be okay this time against Squiffy Ghast, because we bring the Houndmaster with in this case. So there's our Squiffy Ghast. That's all right, man. We can deal with them, and we're gonna get them stunned right off the bat. We're gonna throw some ceiling spaghetti at their face. Oh crap! He is getting double crit. Don't mind if I do. Very nice. I'm gonna stun this Balchinian here, because I do not want him guarding that Squiffy Ghast. That would be a huge freaking problem for me. We don't one-shot that guy, but that's all right. So now what we're hoping for is that our Houndmaster goes before the Squiffy Ghast. That's kind of like the big thing that we're hoping for here. If he doesn't, it's okay. It's kind of sucks, but it'll be okay if he doesn't. 'Cause we will take a lot of stress damage if we don't. Oh, actually, that might be great. Actually. Because that guy forced him to now be unable to use his Officer Jig, I think. 7 to 13 here. Almost minimum damage anyway. Wow, you're like, you know, your speed is 9, okay? Your speed is 9 and the Leper is going before you. Ah, his dodge, though. God damn it. Alright, we'll stun him anyway.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, nice, Fun Buns. Way to beat up on a poor innocent kid. Okay, we're bleeding a little bit. That's all right. Okay, stun this Mamma Jamma again. Very nice. Rend away. That's fine. Ooh, nice dodge. Very good. All right, we're gonna be able to use Hugh here. That's totally fine if that works. Yeah, that'll be all right. All right. Let's just throw a, I mean, we could say that we're gonna hope that the Hue hits, but I only have 1 accuracy increasing item on my Leper, so it's not like that. It's great. But I'm gonna go ahead and stun the back 2 rows here, actually. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I can have the Occultist hit here, too. Credit for 20, get out of here.
Maintain the offensive.
Alright. Almost did minimum damage. Oh, that's so sad. Alright. Well, this guy... Well, I guess I should have maybe attacked this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Just have him do it.
Faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, we're gonna have you just move forward here. And you're gonna start de-stressing yourself. He might guard this cultist witch, and if that's the case, that's fine. Yeah. I'll just have to stun the barnacle bear, or the Balchinian here. Okay.
Dazed, reeling.
Yeah, yeah, what? What you gonna do? Nothing, because you got resisted. Alright, cool. So, you're dead. As long as that blight goes through. Cool. Awesome. Now we're gonna start healing. Healing and de-stressing. We can let this Balchinian live as long as we want. We could have this fight last. He could be the only enemy remaining, and we could have this fight last for 100 turns. And they wouldn't get reinforcements, and we would not get stressed. Because the Balchinian is an enemy that has high protection, high health, difficult to kill, so the game gives you all the time in the world to get that job done. Heal him up. Nice. And continue the de-stressing. Yeah, just a little 108% protection, no big deal. No big deal at all. Okay, we can still stun the Pelagic champion again. Heal her up. Alright, let me go ahead and heal myself up a little bit. And then we'll actually start killing him this turn. I don't know. What's our stun chance? 234%? Just mark him so that his protection's reduced so I can kill him. For 13. If we go before him, then he's dead. Ah! Yeah, you jerk. Hey, don't crit me. Yeah, I wish, Teshi. I wish, man. That would be nice. Well, since he hit me with a crit, so that's stressing me right the hell out, we'll go ahead and de-stress, because he's dead on his next action anyway, right? What's up, Straw? How you doing today, man? I should have just healed myself. Just to try for a crit. I done goofed. That wasn't a crit. How's he supposed to stress heal when he's not getting crit? Wow. For those of you that weren't here yesterday, we did set a new world record. We did set a new world record in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for speedrunning. And it was a solid record. Using the route that we are using, I think it's a pretty darn good one. I would like to try and get it under an hour and 5 minutes, but we had an hour and 5 minutes and 53 seconds or something like that. And I think we could, I mean, I know we can get it under an hour and 5 for sure. But it's just, it's going to be kind of a little bit grindy, I would think. We could have tons of time saved by doing other strats, though. But we just need to figure out what those strats are. Thanks for the like and the retweet, Kookie. I really appreciate the Twitter support, man. I don't have a holy water here. That kind of stinks. I could have used the holy water there and increased my damage by 18%, but I can't, so.
Another mariner.
We'll use a shovel to clear away a gigantic crashed ship in the middle of this dungeon.
Measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. We're getting a lot of crit scouts. We're gonna get a secret room? Well, maybe. Not now, though. Not now. What lies in the sack?
Well performed.
Alright. Disarm that mamma jamma. Another crit scout. Ah, man, where's my secret rooms at, man? And what's up to Dan Bear? How you doing today, man? Good to see you, bud. I don't know. We might do some more Baldur's Gate speedruns tomorrow. I mean, wow, like that run yesterday that we had at the end of the stream was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I think I'm just gonna avoid that hallway fight. Might as well, for right now anyway. Like, wow. I don't even know. It just blew my mind. We'll bust open that chest.
Laden with
No
loot
problem.
are often
We
low
got a
on
shovel for that.
supplies.
Ooh, I got a potential nice buff going on here. All right. Let's stun the back two rows. Let's give them some ceiling spaghetti to think about. Let's get them rocking and rolling. Here you go, boys. Eat up! Ceiling spaghetti right in your face. Hand delivered. I'm just gonna buff Solemnity here because it gives me not only light bleed debuff but also move resist. So if he decides to use Tidal Slam against my leper, we're actually pretty well guarded against it. I'm gonna eat a dog treat and actually attack one of the back rows here, so I can hopefully throw blight grenades and get at least one of these guys dead. Ah, shit. Oh shit! Don't do it! No! Come on! Don't do that! No! 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 Yeah. Okay, you're gonna crit. And we resisted it, but I wanted you to move forward, though. I wanted you to move forward. All right, fine. Let's use this. Solemnity again. Oh, you're gonna arterial pinch him, are ya? Well, we'll see how far that gets you. Not very, I tell you. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. All right. Well, I gotta move my Houndmaster forward so I can start stunning the Skuka Savage next turn. And we'll heal up that Houndmaster while we're at it. Okay, listen. You leave him alone. Stop it! But he's bleeding. He's bleeding for 30 points of damage. No big deal. Some fries. Is there any tips you would give someone struggling with boss fights and surviving in general? Each boss has their own specific strategy that you should try to use and abuse. So, I mean, it depends on what boss you're trying to do. As far as general tips, I would highly recommend... Oh, how did you miss it? It's like literally the broadside of a barn. As far as general tips, I would recommend focusing on the enemies that deal you stress damage first. That's pretty important. Using stuns to your advantage. The Plague Doctor's stun, blinding gas, stuns the back two rows, extremely powerful. Houndmaster, really strong stun. He has, with his equipment, he has the highest, he's tied with a base stun skill chance is the highest in the game. And it's tied between the Houndmaster, Bounty Hunter, and the Hellion. But he has the best equipment and the cudgel weight, so he can have the highest stun skill chance in the game. So that's another really good stun ability. Hellion's stun ability, really, really good as well. He can stun the front two rows, which is extremely powerful. Credit for 5, very nice. Smash him in the face. Should have just given him 2 accuracy trinkets. That's a lot of times what I'll do, but I didn't do that. But yeah, so stunning enemies, focusing on enemies that can that are dealing stress damage to you first, because the thing that you have to remember, Lava Viper, is that like when you're done, when your mission is over, even if all of your characters are at 0 health, when they go back to town, they get all of their health back, right? As long as they didn't die, they come back with full health. So the stress damage that you have on your characters doesn't go away. That sticks with you. It doesn't reduce at all when you come back to town. You can reduce it in town by sending them to get de-stressed. So that reducing stress damage, really, really important. Definitely do that. Focus on that. Come on, give me a good hit here. Oh, max damage. What's the effect of stun? Does it delay the enemy or negate their turn that round? It completely negates their turn that round. This guy's dead on his next action. Nice. Plague Doctor went first there, so I was able to use Battlefield Medicine to remove that bleed, which is really nice, and I'll just focus on healing myself up here. No reason to do anything else, because it's going to die. It's got 5 health. It's taking 12 damage from Blight. It doesn't really matter what I do here, so I guess we'll swing at it.
Monstrous size has
Yep,
no
stun is really great.
intrinsic
Stun is
merit
powerful.
Unless Inordinate
Stone
exsanguination
is number one.
a virtue.
No problem, man. What's up, Kudo? How you doing today, man? New file or the same one? Same one. We just have one Darkest Dungeon left. Thanks for the like and the retweet, Kudo. I really appreciate it, man. We're gonna use this on the leper, and we're kind of like we can get a couple of buffs. So what's probably going to happen, actually, is like there's one of two things happens. The thing that's most likely to happen is we reduce stress. The thing that can happen is we get a large speed buff. I guess we're just going to use it on the Plague Doctor, because it probably reduces stress, and she has a bit of stress. And then if she actually gets the speed buff, then it's just crazy good anyway. But DC's Stunless Tortured Stygian run has been very interesting, though. Cool. Cool. Whole different way of playing the game. Whole different way. Is it easy? No. Very difficult. Turns the difficulty up to 11. You focus on stress enemies as much as possible. How do I lower stress during the quest other than camping? I mean, really, like, the way that you should be lowering stress, if you do bring a Jester along, if you do bring a Houndmaster along, or, like, if you choose to equip a Houndmaster's ability of Cry Havoc, which is not very good, if you do equip an ability to reduce stress, or the Crusader's de-stressing ability is good as well. But basically the Crusaders or the Jester's really probably going to be, like, the best thing that you can do. If you do that, then you should make sure that you do kill the enemies that are stressing you. Do not try to combat the stress while fighting the enemies that are stressing you out. You will lose. They do a lot more stress than what you can heal. So, yeah, that's definitely something that I would recommend. But you said that you're killing the enemies that are dealing you stress first, so that's good, though. That's good. What's up, Robotnik? How you doing today, man? So, see you clicking on the map, re-obstacles, etc. What effect does this have on your for your heroes? Clicking on the map. Like, I'm just sending them into these areas. That's like, I click here, I'm like looking at what's coming up or whatever. Like, I don't really understand what your question is, I guess. Is the gamma of the game a bit higher than usual? No, we just have lights up where we normally don't. The obstacle bug isn't fixed. Oh, that sucks, Vans. That sucks, man. Thank you, Emu. Thank you for the congrats on the world record. It was a crazy world record that we got. Wow. Like, that was nuts. Like the file could, you can go faster. Even using the exact same route, you can get a faster run. But man, I'm really happy with that run. I don't think I want to open this, to be honest. I guess I could have brought extra shovels, because I mean, we could very easily have more than one obstacle between us and the dungeon, or on the end of the dungeon. Yeah. Sure, absolutely, Lava. Yeah, I completely understand, man. Well, sometimes we bring 6 shovels. We brought a stack of shovels. Whatever. Sometimes the extra shovels pay off, and sometimes you're just wasting money, Kuno. So I just always, for a medium dungeon, I bring 4. That's just what I do. God, are you kidding me? Even 6 shovels wouldn't have really even been enough at this point. Just moving them in the right direction, re-clicking the map. Oops, we did get a scout there. We're getting a lot of crit scouts. There is an obstacle there. Just moving them in the right direction, re-clicking on the map. I'm just clicking on the map to send them in that direction. Oh, like Like, I went up and then to down and then down here, even though I knew there was nothing here, because we're exploring 90% of the rooms. And since that's our quest, like, I want to go enter the rooms. The hallways don't matter, like, it's the rooms. And I just didn't feel like doing that fight. I could have done that fight. But then I just went in the hallway, got that loot, and then I backed up and then entered back, and then I continued out with the rest of the run. But yeah, because I just didn't want to do that fight, and, like, there was no reason. Like, you can just back out. And it's not like any, like, you take extra stress damage when you're moving backwards if a stress tick occurs, but it's not too big of a deal. I will return with Cuthbert's banner and Boleyn's crossbow so as to honor them with a proper burial. I believe what is left of thrice damned Mizir and his trinkets to the swine folk. Perhaps they will build him the memorial he rightly deserves. But yeah, feel free to ask questions if you ever have any curiosity as to why I'm doing something or what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, or whatever. Like, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to do my best to answer the question. We're gonna camp and we're gonna feast here just to reduce some stress, just to open up another inventory slot, I suppose. Still have this dog treat. Kind of forgot about that. We're going to use Reflection, because it'll reduce our stress on the only person that has any stress, and then it'll give us an extra accuracy and crit chance. And then I'm also going to prevent ambush, just because I absolutely don't want to be ambushed with this party. And then we'll use Release the Hound, because I want more crit scouts, because I want to see if there's a secret room left in this dungeon. And then I have one respite point left, and I don't think I'm just going to use the Cure, because it's the only 1 point thing that I have left.
As the light gains purchase,
the main reason that I get so much stress is no torches. Well, I mean, we use no torches in most of our runs, but just because you don't use torches doesn't mean that the strategy changes. In fact, like, so in Torchless, one of the things that's the most important to do is to get your scout chance very high. Is there a limit level to heroes? Level 6, Brankus. What's the shirt for today? This is a questionable content shirt. It is a station shirt. If you read the comic, then you'd know what that is. See, what was it? Oh yeah, so scout chance is super duper ultra mega quadruple dodeca double hedron important. Because if you scout out enemy fights, they cannot surprise you ever. Casual Friday shirt with the shark that has like a shirt on or whatever. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, there's a map inside. Maps can't uncover secret rooms, but they can show us what's in the hallways and in the rooms and stuff. But it still wouldn't have showed us a secret room. So scout chance, you have a base scout chance of 25%. And anytime you enter a center room here, a D100 is rolled for your scout chance. And if your scout chance is more than whatever the roll is, then you get a scout, and that goes 1 room's distance. And if it's more than twice what the roll is, then you get a crit scout, and that goes 2 rooms distance. So, for your scouting, everything gets added together. So you have a 25% base chance. If your light is at 51 to 75, I think. Or maybe it's 50 to 75. Either way, you get 7.5% scout chance. If your torch is above 75, 76 to 100, then you get a 15% scout chance increase. And any character abilities like quirks add onto this. Any equipment that you have, such as seer stones, ancestors maps, get added onto this. Any camping abilities that are active, such as Release the Hound, get added onto this. So our scout chance right now is our base 25%, plus a 25 from the ancestors map, another 50% from Release the Hound, another 20%, so that's 100% just from Release the Hound, the map, and our base scout chance. So there's 20% from Seer Stone, And then 15% from the radiant light above being above 75. I don't think we have any abilities that are increasing our scout chance. So yeah. So our scout chance is actually above 100. Scout chance, bananas. When and why would you do a non-torch run, as it seems only to bring death, etc.? Well, it's more challenging, and also you get more loot. But yeah, usually we do torchless stuff. This Stygian run we did with torches because Stygian is like an increased difficulty, and anytime that we, like when we were first playing the game, like we obviously like always played with torches. And then once we got used to that difficulty, then we went without torches. So since this is a new, harder New Game Plus derivative, then we've used torches first, and then we'll go through the game later without torches. Why do some people have the torch thingy? The reason that they have this torch thing by their name is they get extra experience for this dungeon. And the reason they have that is our Houndmaster has been to the darkest dungeon. He was in our second darkest dungeon. Second or third, I can't remember which one. I think he was in our second. But either way, so he was in our second or third darkest dungeon. So because he's done that, these other three have not. So these three will get extra experience at the end of the dungeon. Ceiling spaghetti! Nice double crit. Very good. Alright, start smashing this guy. Smash this fool. No problem, ninja. No problem. So with no torches, you need skills and trinkets to mitigate stress to get the extra loot reward? No. No, no, no. Like, in torchless, you just need to, like, you need to, like, scouting is extremely important. Stun is extremely important. If you're doing a torchless, stunless challenge, it's a whole different thing. But, which can be done, and is being done by crazy hardcore people like Dolphin Chemist and like Filthy Robot, stuff like that. But so if you're not, so as long as you're not doing a stunless challenge or whatever, like when your torch is low, like the thing that happens when the torch is low is enemies do, like enemies are more accurate, they do more damage, they have, you take more stress damage, and they have a higher crit chance. You also have a higher crit chance, but you also get more loot, and you're more likely to get surprised by enemies. So like it's a difficulty increase, but like you just have to play well and control the enemies as best you can, and stuff like that. So
continue the onslaught.
yeah, if you're not killing stress dealers right off the bat, then you're gonna have a pretty bad time on torchless. No, we don't sell the spaghetti. We don't sell it. It's a charitable thing that we're doing. I hope the leper goes before this guy. Yes! Get him and dead him. Very nice. I'm only mildly insane. Yes. Only mildly. Hey, we got an extra shovel. That's nice. I don't need any heirlooms at all. We're all done with heirlooms. No crit scout? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Alright, let's open this. I don't want any of that. It's all useless. Alright. Let's give this guy a stun. We're gonna try and make sure that we murderize this pelagic piranha as soon as possible. Whoops! Wrong freaking guy. Okay, did not mean to attack the Uka Savage. Gonna be kinda difficult to kill him. Damn it. Alright, you know what? Eat this dog treat, attack this fool. Attack this fool. Oh wow, you actually bled him. Good job. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Okay, I'm still gonna attack you. Yeah, what now? What now, fool? Okay, yeah, he's dead. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use Solemnity here, so that way if he uses Tidal Slam on my guy here... Okay, he's actually gonna use it on him. Or he'll just dodge it, I don't know, whatever. The point is if he used Tidal Slam on him, he gets a move resist from using that ability, so he would have a better chance to resist that move, and that way he wouldn't be in the back of the rope, which would kind of suck. I'll do it again. So Arterial Pinch doesn't do a lot of damage, but if the bleed does hit on us in a champion level, it does 10 damage per bleed tick. So, just like any other damage over time ability, credit for 13, it goes for 3 turns, so he would be bleeding for 30. And we'll start stunning the Uka Savage here, and we can stun him for 3 turns in a row generally. When you think of its enemies, if the enemies would use stun as much as you, it would be a horrible experience. Sure. Yeah. I mean, it would definitely change some things. Like, some enemies do stun, and when they do stun, it can be quite annoying. But, like, I think it would change, like, the way that you would equip your characters. Like, stun resist would be a lot higher value. You know, I think. Get him and dead him.
Perhaps the turning point.
Okay. Here. Okie dokie. More torches. There's no crit scout or no secret rooms. What the F, man? What the F? Eat 4 food. Fine. Alright, what's going on in here? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Ugh. Excuse me. So I'm gonna still go into this room on the end here. Obviously, like, there's nothing in the room. But, like, I don't know when I entered this room if I got a crit scout or not. I don't get any, like, feedback from that unless, like, I actually see the scout go, like, 2 rooms distance or whatever. But because we already have been everywhere, it's like I didn't know. So I entered this room because that gives us another scout chance. So if we do get a crit scout, maybe there's a secret room in this hallway, then that way we would get that secret room. But we didn't. So I could take this shovel and go all the way back to that curio. We'd probably starve, though, so I don't think it's really worth it.
Despite its
Thank you.
morbid
Thank you, beautiful.
aspect,
And robotic.
this twisted, cavernous maze seems almost traversable.
So our leper is still not level 6. Oh no, he did. What? By my calculations, he was supposed to get 18 resolve, and 18 would have only put him to 46. Because he was at 38. So it would have put him to 36. I don't know, what, I'm not going to complain. I'm just saying that plus 18 resolve is actually more than what he got. Or that's less than what he actually just got here. No, I'm pretty sure he was at 38 resolve, so... Or no, not 38. Obviously not 38. 28, right? Or was he not at 28? Was he at 30? Maybe he was at 30. I thought he was at 28. Oh, we got Beast Slayer. Replaced Unyielding, though. Sucks. Got Fear of Beast. Gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of Demon of Mania, too. He was level 4. So...
Their customs are curious.
Oh, trinket costs are half off.
Generosity
I wonder if we'll get anything good.
Short-lived.
Don't worry, you got it. Well, I know we got it. I mean, I'm happy that we got it. Not gonna complain, but... Dum, da, da, dum, da, da, dum. Yeah, see? I'm not insane. Or no, yeah, I am insane. No, yeah, you're right. Like, I guess I don't remember what his exact experience was. If he was below, whatever. I don't know. What's up, Eve Scouts? Good to see you. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it, man. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'm insane. I could be insane. So you remove negative quirks. Is there anything you focus on? Any quirk that is any quirk that is like forcing us to interact with curios, I will get rid of usually. So like Demonomania, believes is possessed by demons. They will interact with certain curios. So I want to get rid of that. And Fear of Beasts, reducing our accuracy versus like everything in the Warrens is like really fucking bad. So if I were to ever run this occultist in the Warrens, I wouldn't run him because he's -10 accuracy versus all beasts. So that's pretty shit. So things that are reducing our accuracy, things that are reducing our, are like forcing us to interact with curios, things that are reducing our damage in like all circumstances on a character that focuses on dealing a lot of damage. So for example, if we have a plague doctor that has, Torn Rotator, reduces 5% damage in melee skills. Unless I'm using Incision, that doesn't affect me at all. So I would never remove that quirk, right? But let's say the Leper had reduced melee damage by 5%. I would probably get rid of it because all of his damage is melee, and his damage is really important. So like he has a lot more damage base than anybody else. So that 5% is more significant than it would be on somebody with a lower base damage. You were playing Tales of Symphonia the other day with your dog in the room. The main character walks on the screen and he flips. Really? Weird. That's fucking crazy. Shaggy, as far as let's see. Why do some people critique this game, RE the RNG? I think it's great because it's so unforgiving. What's your view? So, yeah, the game is difficult, and there are times when, like, RNG can be, like, not, like, you know, there's, like, things that, like, the game is difficult, and I like that about the game, yeah. So, like, as long as you, like, play properly, like, expect the worst, like, hope for the best, you know, like, as long, like, the more controlling you are of enemy parties, the more that you're like trying to focus on killing the enemies that are like more problematic for you, stuff can still go horribly wrong, but like you just try to do what you can to make sure that things don't go bad, and then it's really not that bad. Like we've like gone from beginning to end in this game, like I don't know, like eight times. I've got more than 800 hours in this game, and it's just like people complain a lot about FTL and like how it's super RNG and like there's no way that you can consistently beat the game, and we managed to beat that 39 times in a row without losing. So I don't know, like you just, as long as like you're playing properly, and I mean it's not like, the thing is like it's nice that they added the Radiant mode because not everybody is gonna like be insane like some of us and just like learn almost every learn every curio interaction in the game, learn every enemy ability in the game, know exactly what you can and cannot run into in different areas, and what enemies' abilities can and cannot be used in different positions, stuff like that. Like that's fucking crazy, right? So like that's why I really like the Radiant mode, because it makes things a little bit more reasonable for someone that just wants to play it and not have to. Or not that you have to learn it to that level, but I mean it helps. You know. Your dog goes apeshit when he changes the oil in the car in Gran Turismo 5. He hates that mechanic. Oh, that's crazy. What's up, little Tigru, by the way? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Also, minus damage on the Plague Doctor doesn't matter because her Blight skill deals max 3 damage and reduction doesn't affect dots. Right, that damage effect does not affect dots. Right, so any kind of damage reduction on the Plague Doctor, I would not remove. Yeah. Speed reducing things, by the way, are also horrible. Like, if you have a speed reducing thing that's affecting your character, I highly recommend removing it. The 3 most important things in this game, as far as stats go, are speed, damage, and accuracy. Maybe speed, accuracy, and damage. Speed, super duper important. If you can go before your enemy and either A, kill them, or B, stun them, then that's absurdly powerful, and you should do it whenever you can. And the fact of hitting your enemy is extremely important as well. It's actually probably accuracy is more important than damage, because if you're not hitting them, then you're not dealing them damage at all. So accuracy is more important than damage. Ooh, a moon ring. Nice. I don't want these dark crowns, but whatever. Are you playing some Tharsis in the future? Oh, I'm sure we'll play some Tharsis in the future. Yeah, it's not like you're never gonna see me like go like play Tharsis for like 8 hours. It's not a game that I could play for 8 hours, but it's a game that I would love to play for just like 2 hours or 1.5 hours or something like that. Like play a few games of it. So like there's gonna be times where we'll end the stream with Tharsis and stuff like that for sure. Is there a max cap hero level? 6. 6 is the highest level that a character can go. Tharsis is super random. Feels funny. Played it through the other night. Man, all you gotta do is roll 6s, failed star. That's all you gotta do, baby. All you gotta do is roll 6s. It ain't so random when you roll nothing but 6s. Radiant mode is the new mode of play that was added recently in the most recent update, Lava. It's a mode that is a little bit more forgiving, and it allows for a little bit faster gameplay. You can complete the game in less amount of weeks. How do I do this Radiant mode you speak of? You go to the main menu. You click campaign. You start a new letter, and then you select Radiant. Oh, shit. No. No! I actually have to pick. Then you click Radiance. Alright. Alright, get rid of that. Tharsis equals Cannibal Space Yahtzee. That's right. Cannibal Space Yahtzee.
I can still see their angry
No problem,
faces
Shaggy.
as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Yep, 90 dodge in the Houndmaster, sure. What's up, One Mag Homicide? How you doing today, man? $90 isn't 90. Okay, so the way that like the best part, no healer. Healing is up at a bad crit. So healing up a bad crit on the Hellion, 1 HP at a time between Antiquarian and the Hellion. Ha, nice. So like the highest that you're ever, like no matter what your dodge is, I don't think there's actually like a dodge cap, but what there is there's a minimum to hit. There's always a 10% chance to hit no matter what. And that 10% actually gets added onto anything in this game. So like when your accuracy is 90%, it's actually 100%. So even if an enemy's chance to hit is 0%, because you have like 200 dodge, they actually have a 10% chance to hit. So like dodge tanking is really, it can be really great. And Dolphin has certainly turned me to the light as far as that goes. But you always have a 1 in 10 chance of getting hit. You can't get any better than that. No wonder I haven't seen that before. I'm still on my save. Week 34 and haven't seen the Darkest Dungeon. Still haven't seen the Darkest Dungeon. Oh, okay. let's get you leveled up, Scott. There you go. Do 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 do. Dodge tank is pretty much required in stunless runs. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. I would definitely agree with that. I might actually want revenge in the final run on the leper. I'm not 100% sure that. I believe it's called dog tanking. Yeah, that could be a more accurate sound. Cool, Shahid. Also means you have a ton of Houndmasters if you want to manage levels properly. Yay, Houndmasters! Well, I mean, then you have to find the Houndmasters in the cart, right? I don't know. We could go and do our final dungeon, probably. Who would we want to bring if we did? Dum da da dum da da dum. Da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da da dum 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 da da dum. Da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. If you have to be careful with the Antiquarian. Protect me overrides existing guards. Yes, but it can also be overridden in turn with a manual guard. Yes, but the nice part, the dodge and protection buff stays on even when lost. Yeah, it's just like any other buff. Yeah, it just lasts for its 3 rounds. All right, Kooky. We'll catch you later. See you in a little while. Dum da da dum dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. It's like we could do this. It doesn't really matter too much who we bring in the darkest dungeon. Dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. Like, I think revenge is kind of okay to use on the leper because, like, there's gonna be times if I'm gonna use him that there's gonna be times when he just can't hit an enemy. The question is, do I use remove withstand or solemnity? I guess probably like withstand. So like, it's nice to give us extra accuracy and stuff, and crit and chance and damage for that. We're the best characters that synergize well with the leper. The Antiquarian synergizes pretty well with the leper because you can force enemies to attack the leper with the Protect Me ability, which gives them him plus dodge and plus protection. And then, so with that ability plus a single withstand, like, you have a really high protection. And the leper has a lot of health as well, so that's kind of nice. So like that could be something, right? Like, that works pretty well. Other things to note are, obviously, when the leper is not in the front 2 rows, he can't do shit, right? He can't attack, he can't use any of his abilities unless he's in the front 2 rows. So if your party gets shuffled for whatever reason, it's really, and he can only move 1 square at a time, so it's really difficult to move him back up to the front. So having a party consisting of people that can move multiple rows can be really, really powerful in this, right? Because because you can move those other characters instead of the leper to get him into the position that he should be. So you can use characters like the Highwayman, or like the Arbalist works pretty okay too, because she can actually move backwards 2 rows. She can't move forward at all. But which, speaking of which, like we probably want this party order. So like the grave robber, the jester, the highwayman, characters like that can move a lot, and Houndmaster can move back and forth 2 rows at a time as well. So like that, those kind of things can work pretty well. Scouting is super important as well, because like I said before, if you scouted out an enemy party, then you cannot be surprised. So if we complete this dungeon, then maybe we'll do some other runs afterwards. Otherwise we could do the other runs first, but you can actually continue with your file after beating the Heart of Darkness now, which is kind of nice. Okay, so if we're gonna do this party, which should probably be fine, to be honest. Like, I guess I'm not gonna set up Yop here. Like, I think we just usually just focus on killing stuff. I don't think we usually end up stunning a whole terrible lot. Dum dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. Like, otherwise I could like not use Adrenaline Rush, but I think we probably want to use Adrenaline Rush. Sniper Shot, Bullet, Blind Fire, Battlefield Bandage. Yeah, this seems fine. I don't know. Should probably be fine. So heroes are specific to each save file, is that correct? That's correct, yes. You can get specific characters by like going into the stagecoach and then like getting backer characters. I think it's enter or tab. Yeah, enter. You can get those. You can get backer specific trinkets as well by going in there. And okay, maybe you can't. I don't. Maybe you can't do that in Stygian or something. I don't know. Maybe there's a different way to do it. I don't remember. You're gonna get blighted by the heart face and bled by the unmake. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's get some equipment going. What? Why are you here? You should go here. The leopard does not go in the 3rd row. I don't know what? Huh? We're gonna do the final dungeon, I guess. Okay, so on the Hellion there, we don't need torches in this final dungeon, do we? Like, it's just automatically whatever light we want, I think, if that's correct. That 3rd row leper strat, so good. So good. So on the leper, we want to be increasing his accuracy through the roof, so that way we know that we're not going to be missing it all. So we'll give him a sun ring and a focus ring to give him plus 22 accuracy. The Hellion, I'm going to give speed increase from an Ancestor's Candle, I guess, as well as that sun ring. When a hero dies, the trinkets are lost if equipped on that hero. Well, if you finish the fight where the hero died, then you get those trinkets back. However, well, okay, so, and even if you actually don't finish the fight and you back out, you still get those trinkets. But if your party dies, like, those trinkets are lost, and you'll get an option to go and do a run specifically for those trinkets after that dungeon's over. I believe it's automatically 0 light in the final dungeon. Is it? I don't remember. Dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. First thing to be aware of is the light here is otherworldly, meaning as soon as you enter the dungeon, the torch icon and torch interaction will disappear. However, you can still gain benefit from the moon trinkets if you snuff the torch previous to entering the dungeon, which although reflects no visual changes, will give your items, your heroes, the trinkets bonuses. So you don't get benefits from sun stuff? But you do with... Well, that doesn't make any sense. So you should get light from sun stuff as well. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, when you don't stuff it, it was light will stay at 100. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I thought. I think it just remembers. Assuming it means whatever light you go into the light will keep you for the entire... Yep, that's what I think it means. Okay, so on the Arbalist, we'll give... maybe is the extra... No, there's no way the extra crit chance right there from that thing is worth it. That's a pretty shit item. You're gonna get an ethereal crucifix, and you're also gonna get a sun ring, I guess. How many Wolfs? We fought the one Wolf. I mean, that's already done. We did that a while ago. And then the Vessel's gonna get one focus ring, and then like that Tome of Holy Healing, I guess. Just give her some extra heals. Well, how you doing today, Sad? I don't think I have anything better for increasing my damage output. Like the crescendo box, when our light is down, is better than the Ancestor's Candle, because the Ancestor's Candle doesn't do anything when our light's low, but everything else is just fine. Alright. Seems fine. This is just the final Darkest Dungeon fight that we're doing here. It's different from the rest of them. We'll go into the secret room too. We'll show that off. All right. I think we're good to go. Since we're gonna do some other runs, I guess I could. Oh, I already have people de-stress or getting their negative quirks removed. All right, never mind. Don't need to do that then. Don't need any torches. Don't need any food either. I'll bring 4 anyway. We do need anti-venoms and bandages, and we can get some medicinal herbs, I guess, for debuffs. I think we get debuff at one point, don't we? Can bring some holy waters too. We don't need any torches either. Screw you, I'm bringing 4 torches. What now? Should just bring all the shovels and then immediately throw them on the ground. I threw it on the ground. Yeah, it's a cosmic enemy. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy one. The final fight reminds me a lot of the fight in Final Fantasy VII. I know there's no light. We don't. It just remembers what the light is when you enter the run, right? So, good luck, have fun, do good, don't die, kill all, ally victory, no BS. No, that's not true. Well, we know that moon items work, actually. But if you should be if you go into the fight with sun items, that if you go into the run with sun rings, then they do work. Is that not the case? I don't know. We always go with 0 lights. So now that you say that, now I don't fucking know. Now I'm concerned. But I only know that Moonlight stuff works. Did the overall experience in Stygian change? The biggest thing that I would say is the new enemies in champion mode, which are pretty cool. Good luck, have fun, do good, don't die, kill all ally, victory, no BS. What do you mean I haven't purchased much food? Go to hell. Yeah, I thought all Torchlight stuff worked. Because yeah, I don't know. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. We'll show you guys the secret room that's up here. Yeah, see? Told you it works. Yeah. A ghostly premonition presents itself. Is it really him?
In all my terrible researches, what I sought was a glimpse behind the veil, a crumb of cosmic truth. I found it here, and in that moment of brain-blasting realization, I ceased to be a man, and became a herald, an avatar of the crawling chaos.
Whoa! SPD with a $25 tip. Spank that boss. All right, SPD, you got it, man. Thank you so much for the 25 bucks. Oh, the freaking love, man. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for helping keep the content alive. Yeah, who would wipe in this dungeon? Who, sad? Nobody would. Oh, wait. Except for when the first boss, somehow, with its absurdly low percentage, goes for like 15 turns without summoning an imperfect clone. And I want to blow my brains out because, like, we just take like 800 points of stress damage. Yeah, no one would ever die on this. Nobody would. God damn it. A ghostly premonition presents itself. Is it really him?
Life feeds on life. In your petty pursuit of family redemption, you consume those who rally to your cause, and in so doing, you strengthen the thing, accelerating the end. This is as it should be. It is why you are here.
I don't know, Dolphin didn't say this is the secret room. Yours for the taking. A strange note written on bloody human flesh. You had examined the ragged piece of flesh. It reeks of sweat and tears. A series of crude gouges in the skin pulsate and seep blood. They seem to form a pattern. You can just make out the following. We at Red Hook Games are deeply grateful for your support and your time spent in the darkest dungeon. Good luck on the coming battle.
We are chained here forever, you and I, at the end of the world. Free yourself, rouse the thing, and embrace the ineffable cosmic hideousness that lives within us all.
What's up, Sorry? How you doing today? Good to see you. Thanks again for that 25 SPD. I really appreciate it, man. It's a crazy amount of money. It's crazy generous of you. All the love, bud. Alright. Good luck, have fun, do good, don't die, kill all ally, victory, no BS.
You still foolishly consider yourself an entity separate from the whole.
Totally inside the fourth wall. Yeah, we've been in that secret room a lot.
I will show you.
And I will show you. Immune. Perfect replication. Hit him for 17. 11 to 21. We could try to hit him. Try to kill him there. Got a little greedy. He's got 1 health. You kidding me? We are not the same. Don't do that. You're gross, man. You're freaking gross. Woo! Give me those crits, baby. Very nice. Dude, leave my Hellion alone. Nice dodge. See? Look, was that so hard? Okay, so... yeah, he actually didn't make an imperfect clone, like a jerk face. Like some kind of jerkosaurus. Credit for 37. Ya indeed, ya. Oh, you're a jerk. What was patched then? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're picking on my Hellion right now, man. She's gonna have a resolve check, probably. Reunion. Yeah, it's beating a little bit. That's alright. That's alright. Get judged. Not so perfect now, are ya? Cause you're dead. I don't know if Blind Fire has a chance to hit him. Sporadic reproduction. Hey, look, he made an imperfect one. It's like Christmas, because he actually did it. Nice dodge. Nice kill. Very good. Yeah, I'm not feeding him anything. He don't need that floor fettuccine. Get him! Credit for 34. Very good. Alright. Alright. That sucks. That kind of sucks. He's not making a new one. Oh well. Yeah. Smash him for minimum damage. Yeah, do that. Da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum. She's plus 16 speed, so she'll be able to go here and kill this guy first. Nice. So like when he uses imperfect reproduction or sporadic reproduction, there's like a nice dodge, percentage chance of there being or not being a like it being an imperfect clone. So like the imperfect clones are the only way that we can actually get dealt damage. So yeah, we kind of need those to spawn, right? You know what I mean? That thing's still alive. All right, let's use Ebola here. Give him Ebola. So like sometimes we can have like a really like a pretty fast fight here, and sometimes we can have an absurdly slow one. It just kind of depends. But at least we're dodging quite a bit. That's really freaking awesome. Even the ancestor doesn't deserve Ebola. I mean, sure, so you say. Yeah, I know. The dodges are pretty real. And she would have had a resolve check by now if it wasn't for the dodges. So if we get a bleed there, he dies. That's awesome. Okay. So we got a hit on the immune guy, which sucks, but whatever. That's alright. Yeah, the amount of stress you take when doing this fight torchless is pretty horrifying. That's annoying. That's alright, though. There we go. See, look, isn't that nice? How we just made a guy that we can actually kill here? Look at how sweet that is. We're not the same. Dude, you need to leave her alone. You better. Credit for 19. Very nice. Alright, cool. Smash him in the face. Thank you for hitting the guy that's not immune. I appreciate that. There's a torch. You can snuff it out at the very beginning. Yep, whatever. Wow. What? What did you do that? That's awesome. Does it matter, like, whether or not we kill the other ones or not? Does that make it more likely that imperfect ones spawn? Because if that's the case, then credit for 51. Then that's amazing. But I didn't know that. Wow, wow, it's Christmas already. It is. It's bananas. Yeah, nice. Now we're plus 16 speed again. It's just RNG. All right. Oh my God, this is the greatest. It's Christmas time. Yeah, that's good though. Just one more left. Oh baby. No, that's the wrong one. I mean, we need the blind fire there. Just a little RNG, baby. Hey man, all you gotta do is roll sixes. All you gotta do is roll sixes. It's better for me to just attack this guy, because I only need to kill one and it dies. So, I mean, the leper actually gets an attack here. Oh, cool. Oh, that's perfect. They made the last boss harder. Well, this isn't really the last. This isn't even his final form, so you know what I mean?
Remade.
Yeah. So we have the absolute nothingnesses here, but we gotta focus on the ancestor. Embrace futility. I don't want to embrace futility. How about you go to hell? I can actually stun him. Let's try and stun him. Oh, I can't. He's in the back row. It's going good, that one hyena kid. Going good, man. Thanks for asking. We'll use a medicinal herb to get my damage back up. Credit for 37. Very nice. I will feast on your heart. You're going to have a chance. So since the leper can't attack here, this is why we give him revenge. So I can up his damage. Hit up with 16. Okay, we'll up your damage some more. He knows the ancestor knows what's going on. Hey! Oh, that's gross, man. Fuck you. That's nasty, that crit, though. Jesus. I need to heal that Hellion. Credit for 24. You crit me, I crit you. I'll come to your house. Old man ancestor. Old man-cestor. Are we cooking the Vestal first? Yeah, probably. Embrace future. I don't want to embrace you. Embrace your... Oh, you suck. Oh, that's just not even cool. Credit for 24. See, I told you I get the crits. I gets the crits. Man, you're a jerk. You know that? I'd really love it if you would not be in that row anymore. Because I can't do anything to you while you're sitting there being a jerk face. You know what I mean? gonna heal myself since he's not moving. I'm gonna try and stun him too. Like a 50% chance. Nice. Dum, dum, da, dum. Da, da, dum, da, da, dum, da, dum. Da, dum, dum, da, dum. Heal her up. He looks a little bit concerned, yeah. Alright, heal up again. Just judge him, I guess. We're just gonna get more damage in on him. He's almost dead. Can I get a bleed dot? Nice, cool, great. You gonna move? Unmake them all. Ah! Oh, you're fucked. Okay. Well, we didn't have a resolve check yet, so that's kind of nice. How can you kill it when there's nothing to kill? Very carefully, I don't know. Let's try and get that, I guess, just to get your speed up. Wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Hit him for 20. Hit him! Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Woo! Crit over 37. Just 11.5% chance to crit. Alright, there we go. Now it's a gestating heart. Okay, good.
Pray it does not take two.
Yay! Give me those crits. 5.5% chance. Whatever, man. No problem. So we're gonna get like hit with blight by default here. So like what I could do is I could like increase my crit chance and damage and then just like smash it or whatever. It doesn't really matter. We'll kill it. But we whenever we get a hit on it, we heal and then we get blighted. Is what it tries to do. Just FYI. What in the world is that? That's a gestating heart. Can't you tell? It's just like, you know, it's like a caterpillar. It's gestating into a butterfly, a beautiful butterfly. Smash it for 31. Very nice. Dispersion. Okay, get a little bit of blight. That's fine. Nothing wrong with a little bit of blight. Bring back the music. No, it's going. Your speed plus 16. Its speed is 2 and it went before. No, it didn't. Never mind. Credit for 34. Very nice. Wow, you actually still got bladed? That's kind of crazy. Alright. It doesn't really matter if we are or are not bladed, but. Yeah, we're at full light right now. Yeah, the heart's bleeding. You'd think if like a small bleed would pump blood out like crazy, right? Like, wouldn't it? Smash it for 25. Very good. Dispersion. Yeah. Maybe I should spam my leper's damage buffs so that way in the beginning of the next fight that actually matters we'll have like even more damage going. I can do that on my Hellion too. It's gonna take a pretty form. It's gonna be pretty. Oh, this is when it transforms right there. Okay.
Behold,
I forgot it does it when just when it's low.
World, progenitor of life, father and mother, alpha and omega.
Alpha and Omega. It's so pretty. Look at it. It's like a butterfly. It's like a butterfly. The vital form. Oh, it dodged. What? 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 Get it and dead it, boys. Let's go. Hit it for 13. That's not very much, but okay. Know this. Know what? What do you want me to know? What did you want me to know? Oh, I'm selfish. Okay, I understand. It did a little wiggle. A little wiggle. At this point, Hellions going first. Get judged, Heart of Darkness. All right. Let's smash it with a chop. Crit it! No, that's not a crit. That's not a crit at all. Oh yeah, we're a 96% chance to hit with that. There. Puncture. Ow! You're a jerk, you know that? Come under your maker. I think we have to send the Hellion because she's selfish and she could pass turn. So, and she could just blind fire anyway. So, like the Vestal will have to go next, but. Goodbye, Hellion! Goodbye! Have I tried giving it a kiss? Oh man, I didn't try that. Smash it for 31. I hope we have a virtue on the leper, because he's gonna be the other one that lives here. Him and the arbalist. Get judged, son. Get judged. Shamlamskis. Come under your maker. Goodbye, Vestal. Goodbye. Goodbye, Kasan. Ah! Get blind fired. We don't aim around here. Puncture. Okay. Just don't. Okay, let's get a virtue here. It doesn't really matter as long as it's not like passing turns constantly. You're selfish too? Man, you're a jerk. Hit him for 20. Know this. What do you want me to know? Are we gonna have a heart attack? Is that what you want us to know? I think I already knew that. Wait, how did your two dudes die so quickly? It's an ability that the boss has. He has an ability that is come unto your maker. And what it does is it instantly takes away one of your characters. And he uses it twice. You can get him to only use it once. But generally twice. Woo boy. Unless we get a low roll here, he dead. GG. Ah, it's not GG. I think with the speed that the arbalist had, though, we were gonna go first. GG. Good job, guys. GG.
Victory. A hollow and ridiculous notion. We are born of this thing, made from it, and we will be returned to it in time. The great family of man. A profusion of errant flesh, multiplying, swarming, living, dying, until the stars align in their
Stygian is the new Game Plus, correct?
And what sleeps is roused once more.
And what sleeps?
To hatch from this fragile
Roused
shell
once
of earth
more.
and rock, and bring our inescapable end. So seek solace in a manner befitting your lineage, and take up your nugatory vigil.
Whoa!
Forever by that sickening prose echoing through the infinite.
The great old one with a $20 tip. Thank you so very much, the great old one. Foolish mortals. Foolish mortals.
Has come to our family.
Ruin has come to our family. Thank you so very much, man, for the $20. All the freaking love. Thanks. Crazy generous of you, great old one. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much for helping keep the content alive. Thanks for supporting the stream, bud. So I assume is it assumed the main character simply repeats the actions of its ancestor eventually once he goes crazy? I guess probably, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the thing in, like, if you were, like, to be taking from, like a Call of Cthulhu or, like, a Lovecraftian kind of universe, like, the victory that, like, it's just, like he says, like, with such a hollow notion or whatever, it's, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, your victory, yeah, you beat, like, that, but, I mean, it's, like, the evil's, like, and then it, like, kind of zooms back and, like, there's this horror, like, behind the fucking moon or whatever, you know what I mean? It's, like, not, it's on a scope that you can't even imagine, so, like, yeah, you beat what you could perceive, but it's so far beyond your perception that it's, like, no, you can't even, like, comprehend what, you know, a victory to you is, like, nothing, to something on a more cosmic scale, you know? Well, GG for that. We can go back to this file now. They made it so you can go back, and we can continue playing with these characters, and stuff, which is kind of cool. So we can go back and now that we've, like, completed that, I don't think we have a time limit anymore. We'll see. I'm curious to see what it does. Did you see Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War trailer? I didn't see the trailer. I saw, like, a picture or something like that. Failstar. 70 weeks? How many deaths? 3. 3 deaths. Is this taking ages to load, or is it just frozen? We just won SPC. You just joined the stream? And you missed the end. Yeah, the game froze. Look. What the hell? It dangle did done dead. It dangle did done deadified. Deadified. It's taking ages because you have events. No, it's taking ages because it's broken. Da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. I say you he dead. I say you he dead. Yeah, 1 second. We get a relaunch dub. Finish the game? Oh, I'm so disappointed. Well, I was gonna continue and do, like, another dungeon or something. Yeah, let's see what it does and crash the game. Oh, that's the new feature. Oh, okay. Ruin. I broke it with perfection. With perfection. Hey, I found a torch! Don't crash this time! Hey, the torch is actually moving. Your Vestal is still alive?
No rest.
Oh!
No peace.
Well, wow, look at that!
Soul.
My hateful curse for Malin Miracle. It seems even death may be defied in this damnable place. Only one of these soldiers can be returned to the living. Only one. Wow, crazy. Alright, let's get my Man-at-Arms back. The Man-at-Arms was good. Yeah, no, it wasn't one of the ones that just died, but
The raw strength
take
of
it.
youth may be spent.
Cool.
But his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
So, yeah, no, Lenny and Kassan died, and Nid died in Stealthy, and New Plan died as well, but New Plan's back. He's back! He's back, baby. These two died, met their end against a heart of darkness. A heart of darkness. Wow, not the diseased bounty hunter? He was fine too, but we already have Like, I only have one bounty hunter and one man-at-arms. I prefer another man-at-arms. You lost all your characters that went to Darkest Dungeon. Did we? No, we didn't. Nis and Scott are here. What are you talking about? They're right there. Like, we lose the 2 right here that went to the Darkest Dungeon. Or that went to the last one. All of our like, the reason our roster is so low is because the characters that ran in Darkest Dungeons no longer count towards your roster because they can't go in any Darkest Dungeon runs ever again, right? So, like, all these characters that are level 6 and have a torch, or any character that has a torch no longer counts towards your roster total. Is that RNG? Is that an RNG event after you win the game? This is just, I think it just happened to happen. This From Beyond event is just an event that can happen randomly. It's the first time that I've ever had it. Ever. So, I mean, I haven't, you know, it's only been an available event since they added events. So, I mean, a lot of my time was put in before events even existed in the game, but yeah, so that's kind of cool. Hey, a Mooncloak. Dolphin had this event when he killed the last boss also. Oh, really? Oh, that's kind of crazy. So maybe it's guaranteed then. Maybe it's guaranteed then. I didn't know that it is then. If that is the case. So, fancy. Why did that one Plague Doctor's picture change when you scrolled over him? So once you've started to beat the Darkest Dungeons, that one Hyena Kid, you start to see things as they truly are. So every once in a while, you'll see stuff like this happen, like where Big Mama Chi is like kind of looking a little bit creepy and stuff. So you supposedly, I mean, you could take it as you will, what the significance of that is. When you highlight them, that goes back. So if we go into if we were to go into a dungeon. And watch the caretaker. See what I mean? Like, you start to see kind of stuff supposedly like as they truly are. You kind of start to see stuff like that. Yeah, like that. And like you can see that too, like when we click on the Weald here, or the Warrens, or the Ruins. And once you've beaten your first Darkest Dungeon, that kind of stuff starts to happen. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Isn't it in the patch the characters that went to DD can go again, but with a lot of stress? Shahid, that's only true for Radiant mode. And we're on Stygian mode here. I think. I don't think you can do it in Stygian mode. I've never tried it, but I don't think that you can. The only Warren's boss that we have available to us is, like, the only boss we have available to us out of all the dungeons is the Warren's boss. Everything else just isn't leveled up high enough yet. Since you played the game so much, can you give a quick rundown of the story? I mean, it's just like it's just a story that it tells you, like, at the beginning of the game, how your ancestor, like, was basically driven in the pursuit of, like, knowledge and riches that he learned were, like, underneath his estate, and, like, he dug deeper and deeper and became more and more obsessed, and he uncovered a portal to antediluvian evil and went completely insane, essentially, upon witnessing a Lovecraftian horror, some sort of antediluvian horror. And then like he started doing like all kinds of crazy shenanigans, like getting like gathering knowledge from all sorts of places and figuring out how to bring things back from the dead, and using like different methods of creating life out of nothing, or out of like pigs, or like out of like different monsters and stuff like that, and I don't know, just all that kind of stuff, like doing all them kinds of horrible things. And basically he ends up like being driven to complete madness and kills himself. And then like you are like the person that is his heir, and you kind of start to try to take everything back under control. So you're hiring all these people to come and work for you, and you start sending them into these dungeons to try and like take control, fend off all these enemies, and then at the end you go and battle your way through the darkest dungeon, stuff like that. So. Dum da da dum dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. I do want to do a file where we do nothing but antiquarians. I also want to see the new wheeled enemy, which I haven't seen yet, so I'm actually kind of interested in trying that. Let's do that. Let's do a wheeled run. Da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. What? Why are you not going there? There we go. Vox Machina. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All you guys are level 5. Yep. Okay. Let's give you equipment. Italian's gonna be stunning here. If we lose all of our characters, we really don't care at this stage of the game, because we're already done. Let's give the Jester a bleed amulet, and it doesn't increase his accuracy as much. So like in a champion level run, I don't really love using surgical gloves. Oh, you have Wheeled Explorer, actually. That's kind of awesome. So we'll go ahead and actually, instead of giving you that, we'll give you the Focus Ring, because it gives more accuracy, just less crit chance, which kind of sucks. If we were low on Torchlight, I would give him the Callous Talon, because extra crit chance is awesome. And if we were low Torch, then we would get the plus 33% bleed skill. But maybe he lied about the suicide in the letter, but maybe the heart did deceive you into thinking you really faced your ancestor. Yeah. The mini Mayo Cup, she's the crazy sour cream lady, and don't you forget it sounds. The crazy sour cream lady. Dum, da da dum, da 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 dum. You know, in highlight, maybe we should like consider doing something along the lines of a Sun Cloak that like extra dodge chance. Might not be completely horrible. I don't know. Let's just give it a shot. Why not? Because he is evasive on top of that as well. Normally I don't really do that, but maybe it's kind of alright. And then we're going to give the Vestal a Focus Ring plus a map. Or a Sun Ring plus a map. Let's give her a Sun Ring. Like starting to put a little bit more value into high dodge. Maybe we'll just do all Sun Rings. Yeah. With the Wheeled Explorer, we'll have 70% scout chance with even if we were at 0 light, but we actually have our torchlight up high, so we'll be at 85% scout chance. Yeah, it certainly wouldn't be unreasonable to think that the ancestor was, like, willing to embrace the darkness, so it were, or as it were, or whatever. Not unreasonable to think that. It's pretty tempting. I think we're good to go. It's going great, Mysterious Saxophone. How you doing today? We'll bring a stack plus 8 food. This is that way if we do camp early, we can just clear out 2 inventory slots. We'll bring a stack of shovels. Like, we could really bring, like, 6 shovels, but, like, our inventory is so freaking ridiculously full in the Wheeled, especially when we want to bring torches. You know what I mean? Like normally, like, 2.5 stacks would be okay, but in Stygian, your torch goes out faster, so, like, we'll bring 3 full stacks of torches. Here. You doing great as well? Thanks. Cool, man. Cool. And then the thing is, in the Wheeled, like, there's a lot of different curios that require a lot of different items if you want to interact with them properly. So, like, you can use anti-venom on old trees and locked luggage. You can use bandages on old corpses and spiderweb covered trees. Medicinal herbs you can use on beast carcasses. Skeleton keys you could use on locked luggage as well. We'll use them on an heirloom chest or secret room. And holy waters you can use on actually, we don't need 3 stacks of torches. That's madness. Normally we'd bring 2 full stacks of torches for 2 camps, right? Yeah, so we'll bring 2.5. So you choose your characters from various dungeons based on what their basic abilities and the quirks that they have are. Any other insight? So like the general like rule, like, or the general thing as far as each individual dungeon goes, like I certainly have my preferred parties for each individual dungeon. They're not like necessarily the absolute best, but they're just like kind of the way that I prefer to play, and each kind of person has the way that they prefer to play. So it's good that there's like different strategies to be able to use. But like in general, in the Wheeled, you're gonna be running into some more enemies that have higher protection, like the base enemy in the the mushroom enemies. Fungal scratchers or whatever have like have a decent amount of protection, but they're like enemies in general are kind of going to be weaker to bleed in the Wheeled, and that's the case as well in the Warrens. But like in the Ruins and the Cove, like enemies are very high bleed resist. Like skeletons, very difficult to get them to bleed, right? Because they're kind of bones. So a blight is going to be like more useful in the Cove and the Ruins. So like if you're bringing a jester into the Ruins, like you wouldn't really want to set him up with harvest or slice off, or like not exclusively with those abilities for his offense capabilities, because he's not going to be able to bleed skeletons, and that's like a lot of his damage comes from his damage over time through those abilities. So like you'd want to set him up with like Finale, something like that, and Dirk Stab. Like I use Finale, Dirk Stab, and Battle Ballad, Inspiring Tune, and put the Jester in the front row, let him start by hopefully one-shotting an enemy, because that ability has a very high crit chance, blah, 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 blah. So yeah. Alright. Good luck, have fun, do good, to die, kill all the ally, victory, no BS. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, 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 dum, da-da-dum.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil
What's up, Crayer? How you doing today? Who lies in this room? Oh my god! A harrying basher! Cray. We're bleeding. Alright, I do want to try to kill that Doog. For sure. If you lose everyone in the last mission, he even apologizes for his disingenuous commentary. Does he really? I've never seen that. Yeah, we don't have a great chance of hitting this dog. We're gonna still try. God damn it. I'm gonna go ahead and battle ballot here, actually. Give me some more speed, accuracy, and crit chance. Like, these two in the back could either mark us, like he just did, and they could also blight the back 2 rows. Oh, wow. That's... Like, she has 11 speed and he has 2. Is that even, like, possible? Oh, no. She didn't have 11 speed. She didn't have 11 speed. Never mind. She had only 6 speed. Still unlikely that she wasn't going first there, but still not crazy. Okay, now he's getting marked, but he actually dodged it, and he gets a counterattack, so suck it! Credit for 11, very nice. We're gonna be point-blank shotting this dog here, that's the plan anyway. I'm gonna try to stun this thing. Not a great chance of stunning it, but we do get it stunned, and that works out great for us. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of that bleed on him, just gonna let that happen. But we have this guy stunned now, so not like too overly concerned. She's only marked for one more round, so we'll start getting some bleed action on this guy. Now he's gonna die next turn, and then we just have these two to deal with. Rain of Blight. Yeah, that's fine. Hit him before. Okay. Try to stun this guy this time. Ah, he resisted it. What a jerk. We're gonna stun again here. I don't want to get hit by that guy, and I'm not going to be able to kill him right away, so we'll get some more damage on this thing. We crit him for 16, which is awesome. Now he's just going to die from that bleed. Just have one enemy left now, so that's cool. Very nice. Alright, so we're just going to start spamming Battle Ballad here because the Jester can't hit the front row with the abilities that I have him equipped with, so now I can just start... Like, I could try to stun this guy again. Not a great chance. You're going to heal the party. I'm just going to hit him for some damage here, and then we'll start killing him next turn. Like, I'll stun him next turn, and... Man, you got to be picking on her. Speed, accuracy, crit chance, please. Crit him for 11. Very nice. Heal her up. There's the Jester specific one that someone posted in Discord, too. Oh, really? Like, god damn it. Alright, I might have been able to actually get him dead there, but so we took stress damage because I'm taking too long to kill this guy. But I actually thought that we were okay. I think the speed roll is base 1, the chance is 12 speed as much as doable, chance is getting first or something like that. No. The way that speed works, the reason that I was confused and thought like, wait, why the hell is she not going first? She had X amount of speed is she had her speed added from the Jester's Battle Ballad ability, but that doesn't count for that turn. Like, speed is rolled, initiative is rolled at the beginning of turn, right? So, it's a D8 or a roll from 0 to 7, I think, added to your speed, and then whoever goes first, then that determines whoever goes first. And if they're tied, then whoever has the higher base speed goes first. You know what I mean? That's the way that speed works in this game. Credit for 11, very nice.
A faint hope blossoms.
Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible. That loot. So, like, the Hellion had... I thought she had 12 speed, but she actually had 5 speed. So it's 5 speed versus the 2. So, like, the Fungal Scratcher just had a better roll than the Hellion did, that's all. You know what I mean?
Glittering gold.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need any of those.
for in blood.
Paid for in blood. Okay, so 95% disarm. If I really wanted to guarantee a disarm here, I could. So because I have the map here, I could like de-equip the map, put it on the Jester, right? And we'd look, wham, wham, wham-boozled. Now we can guarantee disarmament. But we have 95% chance on the Highwayman, so I don't really care much for re-equipping when we have that kind of. Is it not even worth wasting heirloom chests anymore? Well, I have 2 keys, so like, what does it really matter? To use it. We'll use one, and we'll save the other one in case we find a secret room, I guess. Crit scout, please? No, that's not a crit scout at all. You're terrible. We'll come back. Who's this? Ooh, a brigand hunter. Hopefully, yes, nice. My highwayman's going first here, which is amazing because we get to duelist advance. We get that riposte active, so now we're going to get a counterattack on both of these guys when they use that blanket fire ability. So we get a lot of damage output on them, which is really great. Don't crit me, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. We do get moved into the back row, which actually kind of sucks. But we'll go ahead and battle ballad here. I'm probably just going to have the Vestal heal the party here, because these guys are going to be doing a good little chunk of damage. Like I said, I do get counterattacks, but we're going to yop these guys. What's up, Sly? How you doing today, man? Woo! Credit for 24. Give me that battle ballad bonus. Yep, we beat the Heart of Darkness, Sly. Indeed we did. We're just goofing around on this file now. Alright, let's battle ballad again. Healed up. Shablansky's. Hit him for 19. Did we just take the counterattack on that guy and then just attack this guy? Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, we didn't get bled! Ah, shit. The next thing that I want to do in Darkest Dungeon Sound is try the, I'm gonna move you forward, is, all Antikyrians. All Antikyrians run. You're gonna yop. Just yop. That's just better. I think I could just tracking shot and kill that guy. I might. Nice. Cool.
Destroy them all.
Because I wasn't gonna be able to get the riposte active again because this guy used that uppercut slice on the Hellion. That kind of fucked me over. You're dead.
Is broken.
I gotta figure out how to mod the game to allow that, though. I don't think it should be too hard. Yeah, we could do Radiant mode. That might make it a little bit more reasonable. Hell with it. I'll try and stun him. 54% chance. Nice. Sounds like a lot of long and boring battles. Well, if it doesn't turn out to be very good, then we'll just stop doing it. It's not that big of a deal. Get judged, son. So if the Hellion gets an action here, which she does, we'll just use Adrenaline Rush just so that she can heal herself up a little bit. And then that guy just bleeds to death.
That cuts on its own.
Wow, those guys are rich. Has anyone ever beat Stygian torchless? Sure. Yeah. Yep. We've done New Game Plus torchless so many times. I mean, Stygian isn't New Game Plus, it's not the same thing, but... Curse of Vulnerability. You just marked the people that don't really matter getting marked. Okay, sure. It's fine. I'm gonna try to stun that. Alright, so... Crit him for 11. Wow, very nice. I'm gonna duelist advance this thing as well. And we got a crit, so that thing is very dead. All right, that works. So now it's really great, that thing bleeding to death, because it doesn't create a corpse. Nothing creates a corpse if it bleeds or blights to death. So now it's a little bit easier for us to hit this blighted crone. Or it's not easier for us to hit the blighted crone at all, because she's just gonna dodge our shit. Because she's scum of the earth. You know what I mean? All right, can we hit her, please? Thanks. Great. Try to stun her or not. You need to stop going, alright? It's not a damaging attack, so we actually don't get, like... It's not it's not an attack that deals damage, so we don't get a counterattack. So that's what's going on there. Okay, can I get some riposte active, please? That'd be great, thanks. We battle there to give us extra speed, accuracy, and crit chance. The accuracy is going to be super relevant here, because I'm fucking having a hard time getting this bitch.
Decisive pummeling.
Yeah, the Shrieker is a nasty mammoth jamma for sure. Credit for 11. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, I lost my one of my bounty hunters on this file to a Shrieker. The level of the Shrieker is apparently dependent on what trinkets it takes, which is kind of interesting, I think. Let's deal damage to this one. You dead, fungal crawler. You did.
Slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Unforgiving. Ah, don't crit me. I don't even have a post active. You're a jerk. What a jerkosaurus. Yeah, his last action always does that freaking AoE stress BS. It's pretty annoying for sure. Yeah! Give me that crit. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's get him stunned here. I gotta kill him next round. Or we're gonna have stress problems. But he's already dying from the bleed, so we're all set. Might as well de-stress the Hellion a little bit. Good luck on the crits. I just love it. Heck yeah, man. Better to be lucky than good. That's what I always say. Okay, we'll just use her self-heal because I got nothing better to do.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. We already did all the darkest dungeons. We didn't get a scout here? Ah, what a great big bowl of poop soup, man.
Nature herself.
A victim
to the spreading corruption.
The spreading corruption.
Malformed with missing intent.
Surprise. Surprise, motherfucker. Very nice. Hey, we actually got a hit. That's awesome. Awesome. We're definitely going to battle ballad here because it sets us up to be able to go, not only be more accurate, have a higher crit chance, but also go before these guys do next round. And this, since we surprised them, we can just get them stunned. And now it's like we not only start the fight, sort of, with like the extra speed, accuracy, and crit chance, but we should go before them. That doesn't actually happen. Doesn't actually happen there. Just they go before me, but whatever. Can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you get what you need. I'm gonna yop again. Our harvest here is gonna be able to kill both of these, so reset there. And we even get a crit! Each one of those having a 15.5% chance to crit. That is a beautiful thing. Poop soup is served in the Warrens. Yeah. Well, I mean on Wednesdays, right? Kill the dog. Don't let it kill me. Kill it! Yay! You're outmatched. It's a dog. Like, don't be too proud of yourself.
At least promises success.
Okay, we got a beast carcass here. I'm gonna probably camp in this room. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna get my torch above 75, so better likelihood of surprising an enemy, but yeah, let's just camp here. Might as well. Just open up some inventory space. We'll feast. I'm gonna have the highwayman use his expertise ability. I'm actually gonna get some extra food. So I'll rearrange my inventory to accommodate that. I'll use unparalleled finesse, not expertise. Gives me extra dodge, speed, damage, and accuracy of my melee skills, which is awesome. Love getting those counterattacks. We're gonna prevent ambush with the highwayman's ability as well, his bandit sense. And nobody's really stressed out, so I don't really have any reason to use every rose. Could use Tiger's Eye here. Let's just use Tiger's Eye on my highwayman, give him more accuracy and better crit chance. All right.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Star is born. Use that on the beast carcass. 6 food. Oh boy. All right, we'll open this up. I can do it with the jester. We can find like, wow, a lot of shits. But we can find out like what happened to the previous occupants of the tents, and then in that case we take a lot of stress damage. I don't need any heirlooms. We'll read this. I now find myself back in the warrens among the remains of my companions. My wounds are too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus, the desecration must resume another time. Curious, there is a ring in my pocket. Where it came from, I cannot begin to guess, though it bears the sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. Give me that loot, baby. I don't have any more medicinal herbs for beast carcasses, so we're not touching that. Nothing in the crate. Alright, what's this? Cohesive ectoplasms. Well, they're surprised. We do have a better chance to do that because of the bandit sense. I don't know, I guess, like, they're pretty dead, to be honest. We're dead. Rip. Rip. We're gonna die to ectoplasms. Do not use ectoplasmic profusion, please. I should have just stunned it. Okay, thank you. Ah, it's critting me. We get punished anyway. God damn it. You son of a bitch. Get him and jet him. This is what happens. This is what happens when we just whiff. We just whiff on our Hellion.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Do I want to use a shovel here? Is that greedy? Yeah, that's good for me. We'll use our anti-venom on an old tree there.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Strawberry Jello. Is that a crit scout? Yeah, nice. Alright, cool. Did you make any new records in Baldur's Gate yesterday? Oh, sad. Did we ever? We got a new record in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Look at this. Look at this. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. 1 hour, 5 minutes. We shaved off 7 minutes off of our previous record. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. Time can still be saved. I mean, the next goal is to get it under 105, but I don't think we can get it under an hour using the route that we're doing. If we do a different route, then I could definitely see it. But man, yeah, pretty crazy. We also did a Dritz or Driz Doerden run, and we did that 54 minutes. But that's like a loaded-in character that's really powerful. Like it's basically set to beat the final boss right off the bat. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. That time we can definitely get faster as well. Definitely we can get that under 54, no question. And we might be able to get it a 52 something time. But yeah, crazy. Really awesome run. Highly recommend you watch it if you're at all interested in speedrunning. At least for that game, you know what I mean? Do, 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 do. Some people are actually asking questions about the game on speed. I posted the run to speedrun subreddit, and somebody's asking a question about it. I gotta answer that after I get done with the streams today. Hey. Yeah, we're not gonna use that shovel there. There is just like we're definitely gonna be running into another obstacle.
As the light gains
like no question. So I don't want to get too greedy. Yeah, see, like these gargoyles are a bit shit. Thank you, Bronze. Yeah, it's a crazy run. I mean, it's not like it's a super highly contested game. But man, I'm really proud of that time. And I definitely would love to see some more people get interested in running the game. Like, these freaking gargoyles are so fast, and they have really high bleed resist, because they're made of stone, basically, so, yeah, it kind of sucks. But, we'll get it. I'm gonna battle ballad here. Ooh, nice crit! Holy shit. Alright. Ooh, we get a counterattack. Get countered, you mamma jamma. So the reason we battle ballad here is nice dodge, awesome. We battle ballad here because like my attack isn't really gonna do a lot to the gargoyle. It'll do plenty to the ghoul, but I don't know what that sound was I just made. It's like that senator that destroyed his career. That's what that was. But awesome, really great to get a crit there. Because, like, they have really high protection, right? And we can't bleed them, which is kind of what we're focused on doing in the Wield. So running into an enemy that we're not fucking used to is kind of sucks. Because I just can't bleed them. Bia! Bia! That's what that is. I guess we can get a Duelist Advanced Repose set up here. I can still stun it again with the Hellion. As long as she goes before that, which is possible, not guaranteed though. Or I could just get some dot damage. Nah, we'll just get a counter. Let's just get a counter. I think you're just dead now. Yeah, you're just dead. Alright. Well, I guess just heal the party since this thing's dead anyway. Why not? And you even went first. I'll just heal myself. To hell with you, it's insatiable ghoul.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the
yeah, the Howard Dean. Yeah, that's what his name is. The accidental Howard Dean impression. The blackest of fates. Our purpose was to desecrate their animalistic shrines and thus disperse the swine folk. But soon we came across an artifact this was far beyond the crude fetishes crafted by the pigmen. It looked as if obsidian had been grown and twisted into dark symbol of worship. It cradled a pulsing red orb, glowing with malevolent light. Cuthbert, Bolian, and I hesitated, but thrice-damned Mazir, driven by crazed impulse, thrust his torch into a hidden receptacle and thus sealed our fate. What's up, guy on the couch? Welcome back, man. I'm glad you're having a good time, Eden. Pleasure to have you. Oh, crap. You're supposed to not be here. You're supposed to be in the second row. Well, that's fine. I guess we can start with a point-blank shot. Credit for 41. Yeah, dominate. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna focus on the one in the third row here with the Jester, and then the Vestal's gonna try and stun it with her ability. Or you could just miss, that's totally fine too. And we'll use the Hellion to stun the other two. She's not gonna miss, she'll get both of them stunned. And now we have to take one attack here. We do get marked. Oh no, Chris, no, don't do that. Yeah, we're stunning again here. And we're gonna duelist advance on this guy. 13, you're taking 5. All right, I'll try to stun here again. We actually do hit that time, cool. So now I can just use, yeah, this thing is actually just dead, right? Because it's got 5 health, taking 5 points of bleed damage. You know, that kind of stuff. So that's cool. Now I can just focus on this guy. Or I could like battle ballad and just try and get my crit chance higher, which is also kind of cool. But I think I'm going to start with a slice off here. Alright, slice off again. My Hellion is marked here, so she's going to get hit by this guy for Rend the Marked, which kind of sucks, especially if it crits. So I really don't want to get hit by multiple things, so I'm going to try to make sure that this thing dies. So I'm actually just going to use Slice Off here. So now this thing dies. It's like, so now this guy is the only thing that gets an attack. And like, I'm not going to be able to stun it probably, you know what I mean? Because it's got 190 stun resist. I have a 14% chance, I think. No, a 24% chance. Because we have 214% stun skill chance. But I'm just going to attack it because I need to get it dead. I can stun it next turn. Cool. It's really like, it's horrible when they get a crit on us. That's a freaking nightmare. Alright, let's battle ballad here. Pulsing Red Orb is available. Alright then. Alright. Well, there you go. I'll get some bleed dot damage going on this thing. We'll get him stunned. I need to kill him next turn. But I just don't want him to get an action this turn. What's up, the Overloads? How you doing today, man? Point blank shot that Mamma Jamma. Getting judged with a nice crit. He's already dead on his next action, so I guess the Jester could just de-stress the Hellion and then she can heal herself and then we're just good to go. It's weird that, like, Soundhound is taken, like you said, isn't it? I don't know, I think that's weird that, like, they didn't ever...
Victories mount.
Like,
So too
since
will
it was taken
resistance.
since Justin TV times, and it's probably, like, never been... It's been inactive for, like, all that time. Like, I wonder if there should be, like, a... Like, some sort of time frame where they just kind of say, okay, like, you didn't... Like, your account was inactive for 5 years. So, like, your account gets deleted. Like, is 5 years not long enough? I feel like that's pretty long. I'm probably going to throw those Onyx away. I'm just going to have the Highwayman disarm this. He has a 95% chance. I'm not going to re-equip trinkets. But they even said some Justin TV games are not available still, which is lame. Yeah, I don't know. There should be just like a really ridiculously long time frame in which they just say, okay, well, now you're just losing your ability to do that, so. Okay, let's get a Duelist Advance going on this doofus. Because we know that we're going to be able to get a counterattack on him when he uses his Blanket Fire ability. These are like the Wolf-style enemies. And I don't know if they, like, I know they only appear in champion dungeons, but I don't know if they only appear after you've fought the Wolf. I don't know for sure. If we actually get a hit here, he could have died. Well, my Jester can actually just finish him off here anyway, so we'll just do that. That's fine. Which boss are you gonna fight today? Well, we actually finished the Darkest Dungeon, the Ophalos, so I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. I might try to start a new file, but Mondays are a shorter stream day, so we just kind of go for like 4 hours, thereabouts anyway. Okay, one slice off, and that guy's just toast. Yep, you're dead. We'll stun again, just to get this guy stunned, basically, and then I'm gonna point blank shot this guy. Maybe some FTL speedruns. Credit for 31, very nice. Haha, indeed. We didn't get any loot from them at all? Those fuckers, are you kidding me? What the hell is that? Ah, you bastards. Yeah, we're not going to do FTL speedruns today. I mean, really, we're only going to be going for another hour today. So, I mean, we probably only have time for, like, one more long dungeon or maybe 2 more dungeons. What's the movie for tonight? I don't know, actually. I was thinking about trying to go see, Go Home? That new horror movie that's in the theater right now? I saw it got a positive review from Your Movie Sucks, which is a pretty rare thing to see, right? So I don't know. I might try to go see that, or I know the show. Like usually watch like a show and a movie, and the show is going to be more Space Standing. I got the 2nd season of Space Standing and going through that, but I don't know what the movie is for sure. Get Out, yeah, that's it. Go Home, Get Out, yeah, whatever. It'll cook, serve, delicious. Might be nice to round out the time. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So I'm not 100% sure what movies is going to be. I can interact with this. We can get stress reduction. I guess it's fine. I'm probably going to camp down here. I still haven't seen the new wheeled enemy. That's bullshit. Why no loot? I don't know. It just depends on the enemies. Like, the slimes also don't produce loot, generally. Also, any enemy that gets generated by another enemy doesn't produce loot. So, it actually didn't used to work like that. Back in my day, like, if you fought the Necromancer, you would fight, you would, like, want to fight him for a really long time and let him summon a shitload of skeletons. So you'd end up, like, at the end of the Necromancer, you'd have this fucking loot window that just went the whole fucking length of the screen, you know what I mean? And it was crazy. Because you just, like, he kept spawning skeletons, and you just kept killing them as they spawned, and you just kept stunning them, or whatever, if you were, like, having problems. But yeah, they made it so like that enemies that get spawned don't make loot anymore because people were abusing the shit out of it. And so I don't know if that's like a problem because those enemies are spawned by the Wolf, or if that's just a happenstance of him not spawning loot. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly right, Smoochie. Go home is what your mother says when you're a kid. Get out is what she says when you're 18. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we got another couple of, see, this one's like the one that the Wolf spawns. More the one that does more damage. Higher dodge. We're gonna battle ballad here so I can have some more speed accuracy crit chance. So hopefully my counter attacks are really, really good here. Ow. I still have tons of bandages, so I'm just gonna use this. And we're gonna judge you. Woo! Credit for 22. Give me that. Give me a crit. Ah, alright. We're gonna stun these two. These two doofusi. Yeah, well, that's a, yeah, well, in Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, the slimes, the big slimes, the gelatinous cubes, always drop some kind of loot. They're guaranteed to, which is kind of awesome. Well, I guess we're just gonna get some more damage in on this guy. Oh, shit. I could kill this guy with a crit, but it's only a 13% chance. I'm just gonna attack this guy. Okay, fine. We'll just crit for 17. Why not? Jeez. Well, now I get a counterattack on you, and we get a crit, and let's get a crit on this guy too. Come on, crit him. Let's do it. Ah, well, it kills him anyway. Oh, well, I guess. We'll take what we can get. We'll take what we can get. Fine. Oh my god. Did I even know? Okay. Get pistol grip pump out of my lap at all times.
A trifling victory.
But a victory.
But a victory nonetheless.
I don't need all these torches. We're gonna get hungry in this hallway? Nope. Okay. What's in the pack? Not really anything. An extra torch that I could use. A blood-soaked page is torn from a journal. 1 of 6. These dark caves drip with an overabundance of humidity. Beyond my threshold of comfort, I nearly broke my ankle on the rocks, made slick with some ubiquitous slime. The pools stir and slosh with no visible cause, and the shadows beyond torchlight seem to grow and shrink of their own accord. What's going on over here? That looks like a crit scout. The way it zoomed out. Yes! Another obstacle. Okay. We're gonna camp here, just because open inventory space, get some health back.
Circle in the dark. The battle
Get
may
some
yet
combat
be
buffs. Da, 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 da. We're gonna prevent ambush. We're gonna get unparalleled finesse buff going for extra dodge and speed and damage and accuracy. And then we're just gonna go ahead and give him the Tiger's Eye. Extra accuracy and crit chance. Let's go!
In Radiance, may we find victory.
No, we still haven't seen the new enemy in the Weald, in the champion Weald. I still haven't seen it yet. I'm sure we will, or I hope we will anyway. We've fought every single enemy that we've come in contact with.
The first test. Now it must be
Or we'll just fight more of these guys. You know, whatever. That's totally cool. I'm gonna battle ballad in this fight just like we did last time. I'm gonna not attack the one in the front row here because I'm gonna be able to stun it with my...
Quickly the tide.
Alright, well you crit me, but I got a counterattack, so that's alright. Whoa, that's annoying. Well, you're dead, and also he resisted the move because it tries to move us back and stun us, so damn, that's awesome. Shit, man. I mean, he's gonna be able to point blank shot and kill that, so I guess I'm like leaning a little bit more towards just healing here anyway. Sure, I guess heal him. Okay. So I knew that, like, because it stuns the front two, so we stun that one and get that one stunned. I'm gonna battle ballad here. Just make sure that the next few turns go solid for us. Yeah, you're looking pretty dead there, bud. Yes! There's actually a chance that we didn't actually kill it, but we did, so hooray! Alright. Start some damage going here. Start judging that ghoul. We're actually kind of hope that it goes before me here, so that way I could have stunned it again, but that's alright. Because it might end up getting a better roll than me this turn. Never mind, that didn't happen, so now I can stun it again and make sure I don't take any damage. Just kidding! He got his, like, 11% chance to resist. T-Heat. We're using torches. What have you done with Billy? White Howler, we've been using torches for the last 60 hours of Darkest Dungeon that we've streamed. I don't know why this is a surprise. We've been doing torches on this entire Stygian file. We're actually done with this file too. It doesn't do damage, so I don't get a repost there, unfortunately. Get that sunlight up so that way we get more accuracy. He's already dead though, it doesn't really make any difference what I do here. But I will hope that I get an action with my Jester so I can like de-stress a little bit or something, I guess. Let's see you do Darkest Dungeon since your last big torchless run. Oh, okay. And it's dead, so I might as well just heal myself.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Alright, so we're gonna go down this. Hopefully we get a crit scout for one. And we do. Shit, yeah. No secret room? Ah, what a crap. Oh, man. Okay, so now that I see that there's an obstacle up there, I only have one shovel. So I'm gonna go this way and go up that way, and then we're not gonna go through that obstacle because then I wouldn't be able to do this, and I have to clear room battles for this dungeon. That's the goal. That's the requirement, or whatever. Use an anti-venom here. What do we got? Ooh, fancy gemeralds. Very nice. Who's this? What the fuck are these bone rabbles doing here? What's up, Miro? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. So, it sucks to have to use Slice Off on a skeleton, but we're gonna do it, and we do get a crit, which is crazy great because it makes it so that there's no corpse there anymore. So that way I can yawp and not only stun the corrupted giant, but also the bone militia. I mean, it's not like they're dangerous, but I just want to get it out of the way so I can start dealing with this guy. And we are gonna point blank shot here, I think. It's not great, obviously, because it's just a shitty bone rabble, but whatever. Gonna stun this as much as we possibly can. He has an ability called Tree Branch Smackdown, and it's not Sunday, so I don't want to be hit by that. Woo! Crit number 22. Nice. And, yeah, let's start getting some damage going on him, I suppose. The Tree Branch Smackdown, if it crits, will put any character to death's door right away, so not too awesome. My likelihood of stunning him is low enough where I think I'm just going to attack him here. And we do get a crit! Crit for 17. Ha ha, indeed. And we're doing a duelist advance because he could use Confusion Spores, which does like 1 point of damage to the entire party. And if that is the case, then I want to counterattack from the riposte. I'm going to heal the Hellion here because I want her to just have enough health where it's a little bit more likely where she survives a Tree Branch Smackdown. Nice freaking counterattack. Yeah, she's in the back fucking row though, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Move back, I guess? I don't know. Whatever. Now I'm gonna have to take another hit from this guy, and it's probably gonna be of the Tree Branch variety. Just saying. Yeah. Ah, fuck off! And he dodged it? What? What do you mean he dodged it? What kind of crap is that? He dodged the counterattack. Are you fucking kidding me? Yay. Jesus. Alright. Yo, whatever, man. Yeah. Move back 2 rows. Give him a fucking slice off. He's still not dead. Don't Tree Branch me again, you jerk face. Oh my god. And he gets a crit. Why not? Little 57 damage there. Alright, let's de-stress him. He's gonna die on his action, right? So we're hoping that, like, I don't want to deal him any damage because I want to heal myself as much as I can. Like, I want to get an action with my Vestal, hopefully. Nice. So I can heal him up a little bit more, too. Cool. Great.
Their cursed champion falls.
What's up, PJ? How you doing today, man? Alright, so I'm going to have you eat more food. Get you some health back. There we go. 3 rooms left to clear still. It's quite a bit. We'll clear this obstacle. There goes our last shovel. Okay, we're getting hungry. That's fine. Alright, we got another giant. Well, hopefully he doesn't screw me too bad. We're gonna battle ballad to start off here, so I'm a little bit more likely to hit these guys. I'm gonna duelist advance targeting her because this hound, every time it attacks, it moves forward, so it's gonna be in the front row, so I'm gonna be able to stun both of them, and then I can point blank shot and kill that next turn. And I can maybe hit this. Okay, we did hit it. It's not dead, but we did hit it, so that's good. Ooh, I get a counterattack. Yeah, get dead. Awesome. I always thought it was weird that 1,750 was the max coin per slot, not even 2K. Well, it's only the latest patch that they made it 1,750, right? Because it used to be 1,500 across all forms of the game or whatever. So, yeah, Tree Bench Smackdown is not too pleasant. It is not too pleasant. I'm gonna battle ballad again just because I'm greedy. I just want to get a lot of crits. That's all I want out of life. So I'm actually going to make sure to need. I'm actually going to need to make sure. What? How are you still alive? Stupid dog. To make sure that she's not bleeding. Because if she gets hit with a crit by a Tree Branch Smackdown, then she would go to 0 health, in which case she would no longer be able to, she would, like, on her turn, she'd get bleeded, right? And then she would have a death's door check. And I don't want to fucking have a death's door check, so we remove the bleed to make sure that that doesn't happen, even if she gets put to 0 health. So, yeah. 27% chance to crit there, because the couple of the battle ballads gives us plus 8% crit chance, which is awesome. Yeah. We're going to be stunning with the Hellion for the next couple of turns. Give me some crits, baby. We're going to be able to stun him again, so I'm just going to hit him for whatever hits him for more damage, which is going to be that slice, or that open vein. Although, if we... Like, we have a low chance of failure here. Okay, good. I was going to say, like, if he did happen to resist that, and then we didn't get the repose, then it could suck if he used Confusion Spores or whatever. Alright. Yeah, I know, man. Actually, both have the same amount of health right now. There's no way that I'm going to kill him. It's just not possible. Let's just hit him for damage, I guess. Okay, please don't use Tree Branch. Please don't. Fuck you. God damn it. You suck. Okay, it's actually perfect that the Jester goes before the Highwayman here because now the Highwayman can still use point blank shots. And credit for 40. Very nice.
Has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Inordinate exsanguination is not considered a virtue, Wayne June. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. Anyway, the point is like if the Highwayman would have gone before the Jester, then that would have been bad because then I can't use, like, the Jester, the way that I have him equipped, can't use anything in the front row, right? So, yeah. Like, that would be bad. So we wouldn't have wanted to use point blank shot because it moves the Highwayman back a row. You know? Does that make sense? He just wanted to show you his log. Yeah, it's fucking gross. I don't want to see that thing. It's horrible.
Otherworldly corruption.
I might be able to use a key in that, so I could hold on to these keys. That being said, we know we got a crit chance in this area, so we already know we don't get a secret room, so I'm just going to throw them away. Whoa! Kludge, how you doing today, man? Good to see you. With the 500 bits, which included 2 100s, 150, and 2 25s. In the end, I got about 500 for the night. Wow. Damn, Kludge. Thank you so much for the 500 bits, man. That's crazy generous of you. Did all the bit mining. He was down in the mines, working on the chain gang. Thank you so much, man. Down in the bit mines. Being super generous with them bits. Appreciate it.
Wealth beyond measure.
Nice.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Don't care about that. Yeah, I kind of want to, like, eat some food here to give me some more health going into this fight, but I'm not going to do it. And we might regret it. Is it worth it to buy this game? Well, I mean, it's a game that I have, I don't know why I can't fucking drag, there it goes. I have 815 hours in it, so yeah, I would say that it's worth it. I would say that it is worth it, yes. I need to heal the Hellion, I think. Yeah, let's do that. There are no empty tiles that can be hunger checks. You could eat all your food. Are there? Oh yeah, you're right. Good point, Mush. Yes. Yeah, so like, just like any other thing, like a trap or an enemy that can spawn in a hallway. I need to get my torch back up. It can like hunger ticks spawn in a hallway tile. So any hallway tile where there is a obstacle, a curio, a trap, anything like that, you cannot get hungry on. So that's like one of the reasons that it's good value to like leave behind curios that you're going to be backtracking through the hallways on. So that way, like, I don't know if it technically means that there's less of a likelihood of you getting a hunger trigger, but what that does mean is you know where hunger triggers could or could not be. Stun him. Cool, stun him again, thank goodness. Alright,
The way
cool.
is lit. The path is clear.
Yeah, let's just use harvest
only
here.
the strength
What?
to follow it.
What is your odds of missing there? Alright. What was your odds? It must have been... I didn't look. But, god damn it anyways. You had a 98% chance to hit. You're scum of the earth, you know that? Scum of the earth, Jester. This guy. Alright. I should have healed my Hellion there instead of doing that. It was nice that we got the crit, but I should have healed my Hellion. Should I just take my... Yeah. Let's just take our, like, 34% chance to stun. Give me that stun. Very good. Okay, we're gonna heal our Hellion here. We're gonna get the riposte active on the Highwayman. It's always 90% to hit max, though. No, it's not. The way that accuracy works in this game at Sir Francis is this 88%. Whatever you see for your accuracy here, you add 10% to. So we actually have a 98% chance to hit here. Like, so when I go to my Hellion, for example, or somebody that has 90% chance to hit, you actually have a 100% chance to hit. You can't actually miss at that point. I need to heal my Hellion. I kind of want to heal my Highwayman too, but I think I'm in an adrenaline rush here to try and get her out of tree branch kill range. Because I'm not going to be able to stun him, right? Don't crit me. You fuck. Why? Why do you hate life? That's what I want to know, alright? That's what I want to know. Why do you hate life so much? I'm not gonna point blank shot here. We're gonna heal the Hellion twice. Is what we're doing here. Oh wow, you're actually going crazy fast. Oh, okay, that works. All right, well, just heal yourself. Fucking goddamn tree branch smackdown crits, anyways. Sunday, monster truck madness at the Deltaplex. Tree branch smackdown. Yeah, get crit. What now, you jerk? So there's actually like really good value in using Battle Ballad here, because we'll actually have that buff of speed, accuracy, and crit chance going into this next fight, which is pretty cool. That's an old tree ahead of us, right? Isn't it? I know I saw it, but I just don't remember what it was. Never mind, I don't need to drop anything. Oh, it's an old tree, never mind. Eerie spiderweb cover tree. Nope, still no Virago. So you can see here we have this extra damage, accuracy, speed, crit chance. This damage and accuracy bonus that's really high is from her adrenaline rush ability. But otherwise, this speed, accuracy, crit chance will actually have going into this fight. I think I might actually have it a little bit less than what it's displaying here. I might have her eat 4 more food after this fight, so I'm not going to do anything with that. I'm not going to eat any more food here, even though I could. Alright. Oh yeah, so we have it for 2 rounds here, which is awesome. Woo! Credit for 25. Beautiful. Alright, heal her up. We're gonna yop these two, obviously. I might just Battle Ballad again here, just to make sure that I'm going before them the turn after next, as well as this turn. It depends. Well, yeah, let's just do that. I could judge here and then point blank, and he should die. Well, now he's definitely just dead. Now he's definitely just dead. He could stun again. Yeah, just stun again. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine too, I guess. Actually, we were quite lucky to get that guy stunned. Or no, this guy was the one that we were lucky to stun. Never mind. All right, just finish this guy off, I guess. Yeah, I did beat the Wolf already. Correct. We're not fighting the Wolf. These are just his types of enemies. Vessel damage greater than point blank. Confirmed. Confirmed. I might be able to kill him here. It depends on how good our roll is. Yeah. Nope, he's not dead. If we would have done max damage there, he would have been dead. Alright, so with our Battle Ballad here, we should be able to... We have a chance to go before he does with everybody. Wow, I actually still get a Battle Ballad buff going into that fight because it's just a 1 square room. Well, that's kind of crazy. Alright, let's Battle Ballad again here then. Heal the party. Heal yourself. Or wait, no, they're actually not gonna get it. I lied. Damn. Alright, well, you can just tracking shot. That's fine. So that way you'll get that buff. I think it's actually gonna go away because we'll step 1 square.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I have the Hellion de-stress here. Like that. Let's see. Yeah, we do lose it there. Damn. Oh well. That kind of sucks. Soul goes. Nothing. There was nothing in there. Oh no, there was deeds. I don't need deeds. Deeds are useless. Yeah, the Highwayman will have his extra damage, I guess, but that's it. Okay. Hey, we found the Virago. Okay. 7% protection, 48 dodge. What's up, Harry? How you doing today? What's up, Jerry? Jerry? Finally found the Virago. This could be a fucking horrifying fight for us. Like, really bad. Yeah, it's got a bit of stun resist. I don't know, man. I don't really know what to expect here. Ka-dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk. It's got a lot of dodge, too. Putrefying breath. Woo! The dodge, baby. Let's get these two stunned. Yeah, this is annoying. You were gonna need the Vestal DPS. Yeah, let's battle ballad. Like, I'm not really sure what to do here, other than just focus on this bitch. But I can't deal enough. I don't think I can deal enough damage here. Try this. We'll stun the giant here probably. Wow, they both resisted. Well, that sucks. I'm hoping I actually move him. Okay, that's pretty great. Why are you picking on her for? She resists the move and the blight. Confusion spores. This is gonna suck. Nice crit. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Cool. It's fine. Alright, I'm just gonna try and kill this fucking guy really quick. And we're gonna be able to stun here. This is like the easiest enemy to fucking kill here, believe it or not. So I guess we're gonna do that. Would you fucking not crit for 18, please? Like, what are you doing? Holy butts. The only thing we've seen out of her right now is, so far, is Putrefying Breath. Yeah, well, we don't... I mean, this is a particularly bad party for dealing with this particular set of enemies, I think is probably what I would say. Stun again. Ruinous Hex. Ow! Minus 20 dodge, minus 10 accuracy. Okay. He's dead next turn. Okay, good. What do you mean I'm not going to be able to heal against her? I don't really understand what that means. Is that something I'm going to have to deal with here? Yeah, no, we're not interested in getting Iron Swan equipped on this party. Kill yourself. Tree Branch Smackdown's gonna blow here. Okay. Nice dodge. Very good. Wow, didn't we just get debuffed? No, we didn't. Okay, cool. We've been battle balloting like crazy, but I still can't barely fucking hit this thing. Yeah, well, it doesn't, it's because it bled to death, right? That's why it doesn't create a corpse. Just try and hit it, I guess. It doesn't have much bleed resist, so that's nice. It's almost dead, actually. Can I make it dead with this? No. Fuck. I can stun you, though. Okay. Thanks for not critting. I really appreciate it. Hey, I got to point blank shot the giant. Isn't that nice? Alright, that thing is dead. Let's get some healing going. Yeah, we're good. It's a very bad... It's just a bad setup for us because, like, if there's a double-sized enemy in the middle, the Jester is just, like, so much fucking weaker, right? So... Like, the whole party lineup is focusing on, like basically bleeding to death, like, one of the enemies, and then the rest slide forward. And then we can kind of do a shitload of damage. You know, then we can really start to do it. Do what we want to do. But, whatever. Alright. Don't tree branch me, bro. Don't do it. Just try for the 34%er. Alright. Don't tree branch me, bro. Okay, don't crit me, bro. Woo! The dodge, baby. Very nice. Alright, he's looking dead. I haven't seen you use high elements tracking shots. Why take that over other stuff? I do use tracking shots. The reason I use tracking shots is because I can hit like any row but the front row from the first row, which no other ability on that you can't do that with any other ability on the Highwayman. So I mean, really, generally speaking, 99% of the time we're duelist advancing, point blank shotting, or open veining. And then, like, every once in a while we use tracking shot. And that's going to be true with, like, whatever other ability that we use. And I just kind of like tracking shot because it leaves us... because it gives us some, like a little bit more value in some places, I guess. That's what I would say. You're dead, corrupted giant. You're dead, fool. Get out of here. Very nice.
Success so
want that.
clearly in view. Or
Success.
is it merely a trick of the light?
GG. GG. I'm gonna see a 50-50 chance here. Yeah, nice. Cool. Damn it. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
The light. The promise of
Oh,
safety.
I don't need these. You just never find yourself using it? Yeah, well... I mean, another thing to note is that's kind of nice is, like, if he has his riposte active, then you use tracking shot, like that damage, accuracy, and crit chance applies to the riposte as well. So that's like pretty awesome, right? I could get a hunger tick right here. It doesn't matter if I do. We'll just starve. I don't have a shovel. Whatever. GG. No secret rooms. Rip.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
So we finally fought the Virago. That's our first time we've ever seen the Virago. We got it. What do we got? Blutomania, slow reflexes. Got rid of Wheeled Explorer. Oh man. Oh man.
Perhaps things are not as bad as they seem.
So yeah, see, there's no time limit anymore with this file because we completed we beat the Heart of Darkness, which is kind of cool. Obsessed with cleanliness. That means they'll interact with curios to clean them. Yeah, I like tracking shot quite a bit. It's just good value. It's a circus of value. Could go do the Swine God for no real reason. Other than just to do it, I guess. By Grabthar's hammer, what a savings. I don't want to lock in quick reflexes. Like, we have so many heirlooms. Wait a second. We don't... Because we beat the Heart of Darkness, we don't have any death limits either? Oh, wow, that's awesome. How do you get easy rid of stress at the beginning of the game? I recommend expanding your roster so that you can not use characters that are high on stress and just leave them in the town. And if you're not using them for anything, then they'll just reduce their stress by 10 every week. That's cool. No, that's a new feature that they added in Stygian, because you used to still have the death limit and stuff like that. Like, the fact that you can, like, kind of continue and play the game even after everything's done, and, like, now you don't care about how many characters you lose, now you don't care about any of that stuff. That's pretty awesome. I like that quite a bit. 50% off next stream coupon? Boy, I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, it's such a great value already, Sound. Like, how can I afford to do that? But I could just, like, trade in, like, a bunch of crap. You know what I mean?
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
Oh, I need 60? Oh, fuck. I still don't have enough. Whatever. Doesn't matter. One free wasp for everyone next stream? Well, I suppose we could probably give away one free wasp for everybody next stream. Let's just do this boss, I guess. I like that's kind of one of the big things that I like quite a bit about the standard form of the game. Not that I don't like the additional challenge of Stygian mode. That's why we play it. But like, you can not worry about how many characters you lose and how long you take. You can take as long as you want, which I like quite a bit because you can like experiment, try different things. You know, fight a boss, fail, not like get a full party wipe, whatever. It's not too big of a deal. But in Stygian, obviously, it's like a fucking huge problem. But yeah. Yeah, Failstar has always been an Eldritch Abomination, though, really. Beast Hater plus Beast Slayer. I gotta get rid of that Zoophobia. Also gotta lock in quick reflexes. Did I kill any wheel bosses on this file? No. I only just unlocked the ability to actually go and try to fight one. Whatever. Brightness. Marked for death. Yeah, you can do that too. You know, gotta keep it spicy. That too, Jenny. How you doing today, Jenny? Good to see you. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. I have an idea for a party composition for Darkest Dungeon 1. I can't cheese it, I don't think, and my only jester died last week. Oh, I have an idea for a party composition for DD1. So you can use the Houndmaster. Our heroes have a white halo because we have this town event that happened, Miryu. This town event, all idle heroes gain plus 33% stress healed. That's why they have the halo. Even the crazy ones. Oh boy, excuse me. Da 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 dum dum da da dum da da dum All right, Mr. Occultist, you're gonna get a map, and give you a Seer Stone too. To hell with it. All right, Houndmaster, you got to be set up for stuns here. What's this? I think the stun resist on the champion boss here is pretty fucking ridiculous. Maybe it's not worth it to try and actually. I think we should be able to stun him once, but I'm pretty sure his stun resist is actually higher than the champion Shambler. Or no, well, it's either no. If it's higher, then we absolutely shouldn't try to stun it. Is Crusader stress heal not strong enough? Oh yeah, no, you could use the stress, the Crusader. Yeah, use the Crusader. There you go. Cause yeah, that's a good idea. No, it doesn't matter how strong it is. Yeah, that's a great idea, Jenny. I don't know why I didn't think of that. The Houndmaster, you could do a stress heal on that, or you could use the Crusader. Yep, absolutely. And he has a really good camping ability too. That can remove, he has the only other one aside from the Occultist that can remove a Death's Door recovery thing or whatever. So that's pretty awesome. Champion level 1 has a 145%, so it's actually tied with the Shambler. Yeah, so we can stun it once, mostly. What's up, Kilo? How you doing today, man? You're gonna get that, and you're going to get this as well, I suppose. And you're gonna get the sun ring. Oh, you have obsession with food? Oh, that sucks. You're gonna trigger on all kinds of curios. Well, whatever. I'm bringing it anyway. Could give you a Berserk Charm. I could give him a Berserk Charm as well. But the Beast Slayer's ring is probably just fine. Although he is a bit on the slow side. Did you miss some more deaths? No, we haven't died. We beat the Heart of Darkness, if you weren't here for that. Then we just did this Champion Wield long run. What's up, Overdrive? How you doing today, man? I could try out this Wolf Tassel, I guess. It's really like not that good though, to be honest, right? It's like extra crit versus not size 1 is like the only thing that's really solid about it. Extra accuracy versus a mark target. Okay, like the extra 15% damage versus a mark target. Like everything else is just like pretty much strictly better than that, right? As far as the damage increase. Like in things that are large already generally don't have very much evasion, so like the extra accuracy isn't really that fucking important at all. So it's like, okay, so we're using a Sun Ring and then 15% damage. Well, what about the 15% damage from the Ancestor's Candle? Or the 15% damage from a Sun Ring? Or the 25% damage with a superior, you know, like with a Beast Slayer's ring, right? Like these things are all just better than that. Especially like for like specific dungeons, you could equip different types of rings. Obviously, Moon Ring is just like nuts. But so yeah, it's kind of shit. So we're gonna give you an Ancestor's Candle. Thank you. What's that crow hand thing? That's something that we got from beating the Shrieker. That's extra disease resist if the torch is low, which is, but the extra bleed resist or the bleed skill chance if torch is below 50. So and plus the 5% crit. Yeah, that's like great for like a torchless jester. Like because the torch is low. If your torch is at 0 or below 25, then your crit chance is like plus 3% or something like that, right? So it's like you're getting like this 8% crit chance on jester plus the bleed skill chance. So if you give him like this callous talon plus this plus the surgeon's gloves, and like suddenly it's like plus 13% crit chance on a jester, which is like pretty fucking bananas. It's a benefit with Mark. Yeah, I know. Well, that's what it's saying. Like, like I'm just saying, like these things are like just more relevant more of the time, and this is only relevant during the Mark target. So that's why I think it's shit. It's a bit shit. It's a bit shit. We'll use Rallying Flare against the boss, but yeah, so it should be fine. Dum da da dum da 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 dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. Yeah, the bird is nasty. But you got your stuff, luckily. I have way into Stygian. There you go. Nice. Need to learn how to play a hard game. Billy's the best for DD. I don't know, Kilo. I'm not really sure when the next run I'm going to start in Darkest Dungeon is, because, I mean, we've been playing a lot of Darkest Dungeon, and I have a lot of other games that I want to be playing as well. And Darkest Dungeon has been taking up a lot of time. I know it's something that a lot of people really enjoy seeing, and a lot of people want to watch. But, like, we've basically, in the last couple of weeks, done, like, I don't know, how much, like, 60 hours of Darkest Dungeon? It's a lot. So I think we're gonna, like, I do want to do more stuff with the Darkest Dungeon, and I think I'm probably gonna play it more, like do another file before the next update releases, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I do know if I do something, it's going to be the Antiquarian file. I want to do 100% Antiquarians, just screw around with that, see how that goes. That's the plan anyway. I want to play Minesweeper. I want to play Ultima 7, and I want to do more speed runs. I want to start learning Resident Evil 2 for speed running. I want to get better times on Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance speed runs, stuff like that. So, Antiquarians on Stygian or no? I don't know. We could try it on Stygian. I feel like it's probably gonna fail immediately, but I don't know. Whatever. Three shovels should be enough in a medium Warren's run here. Don't need any anti-venoms. We can bring some bandages for Rack of Blaze and also enemies that bleed us for a good bit. And some medicinal herbs for food curios and also for moonshine barrels. Although this Arbalist is probably going to be triggering on that stuff. A couple of skeleton keys for secret rooms, and if we find an heirloom chest or whatever, some holy waters for piles of bones. And bring some torches along. Good luck, have fun, do good, don't die, kill all ally, victory, no BS.
The great thing I had managed to bring through was
like all 4 characters Antiquarians. I need to figure out how to mod the game.
Moreover, it required prodigious amounts of meat to sustain itself. But this was only a trifling concern. After all, I had a village full of it.
How in the world is that going to work? It's probably not. I don't know. It just sounds like fun. Play what you want. I can't. There's no way that I'm going to be able to make everybody happy with whatever I play, and it's just not. It's not going to be possible for me to just play Darkest Dungeon 7 days a week. There's just no fucking way that's going to happen.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures.
The boss is going to be over here. We're going to go work on the boss first. Move to the boss ASAP.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Ooh, nice. Okay, we're gonna give this to the Arbalist, I think. So we'll use a medicinal herb here. Using a medicinal herb on the Moonshine Barrel will give us plus 30% damage until camp. I don't know if I'm gonna end up having that going into the boss or not, but... Crit Scout? Yes! Secret room? No. Wap, wap, wah.
Glittering gold.
Don't need any heirlooms at
trinkets
all.
and baubles. Paid for in blood.
We need to update the BMK stream to have a clone bay. That's what we need, yeah. Bill, you play what you like. Well, I do play what I like. For the most part. Sometimes I have a hard time deciding on what I want to play. And sometimes I have to realize that what I want to play is not necessarily conducive to the stream's benefits, so I'm not always going to be able to do exactly what I want to play. Where's my secret rooms? Okay, I got one fight before the boss. We'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, we don't fight champion shamblers, actually. This party is really good against the Shambler, though, so we might be able to do that. Maybe. Maybe. Big maybe. Let's blind fire here. Yeah! Suck it, swine skiver. Stone spit to roast. Don't do that. You jerk. You jerkosaurus. This party's really good against it. Well, if our boss fight is good, I don't even think he has. I don't have him equipped with plan takedown, but let's stun you, I guess. I think I might mark this guy. Crit heal for 24, okay. Don't crit me, bro. Thank you, I appreciate that. Alright. I'm gonna get this guy marked, and we're gonna just kill him next turn. That's the plan anyway. 19 to 42 with a 26% chance to crit. Let's do it. Crit him for 62. Don't mind if I do. Thing is like champion shamblers are the hardest enemy in the game, or one of the hardest enemies in the game. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of fighting champion shamblers. So, and the fact of the matter is we're set up for 0 torchlight. So like, we're not set up for 0 torchlight because I have multiple sun rings equipped. So we lose accuracy against that fight. So it's like pretty bad to fight the Shambler, generally, for us. It's going good, Day Night. How you doing today, man? Blights? Okay, no blight. That's cool. All right, well, you're just dead. Straight up dead. No mark on the occultist? No, I don't use the mark on the occultist here.
Continue the onslaught.
Not usually, anyway. Usually, yeah, like you could use vulnerability hex on the occultist with this party, and I have used it before in this party, but like I guess against the boss, like it's just way more relevant than like Daemon's Pull, especially. But like this is still like a relevant ability, and we love Sealing Spaghetti. It's just really good value, and we want Sacrificial Stab. Like these are like utility abilities. Like against the boss, we could use the vulnerability hex. It's not really too big of a deal to lose out on it though. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday and fight the Shambler. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Do I want to camp before this boss fight? I mean, I could, but I mean, we have this plus 30% damage. Doesn't really matter. I think we're just fine to fight it right now. I don't know if I should fight that Shambler though. So we'll go ahead and equip the vulnerability hex, I guess. It's not like we're going to use that other ability against the other thing. And I also need to equip Rallying Flare. You know the hotkey for adding Delighted Torch is T, right? Yes, I just like clicking on it. I used to use T all the time. Yeah, I like this party quite a bit, especially for this boss. How do you have 0 stress? We just been killing enemies, with not getting stress. I don't know. the way that we got here didn't involve us taking stress. Like, it's not like we've been doing much in the dungeon. Okay. Yeah, we're stunned. You douche. Alright, so unfortunately, like, I can rallying flare here early. But the problem, like, it sucks that this Arbalist actually has on guard. I mean, it's not too bad because, like, we're gonna be able to stun this damn thing anyway. So, like, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and rallying flare, because it clears the stun, which is nice. And we'll get ended here. That's fine. So we're gonna stun the Swine God, and we'll just attack here with you. And we have a crit for 34. Very nice. Very nice. So we'll get a mark going here. And we got a crit there too. Very good. And we'll get him stunned. So it's like, it really sucks to have that mark, because then he can actually use his obliterate body, or if 2 people are marked next to each other, he uses obliterate the masses. And if you kill Wilbur, then he does a shitload of damage to you, and you die. So don't kill Wilbur first. So our stun chance is 234% chance, so he has an 11% chance to resist here. Hopefully he doesn't. Thank God. Yeah, we're just like getting crits is all. Would you fucking stop that? Are you kidding me with that shit? Get him! Okay, take your turn, Wilbur. Good. Great. So now, hopefully, the Arbalist goes before the Swine God. That's not guaranteed. We hope that that is the case. His speed is 2. Her speed is 7. Okay. Not guaranteed. We'll eat a dog treat, attack the Swine God. He's marked. We're doing plus 100% damage. So, and plus 35% damage versus a beast. Okay, so because we go here, we get to use Rallying Flare, and we remove those marks. So now he has to use Wild Flailing. He can actually, we found out just recently that he can actually still use his Obliterate body against a non-marked target. It just doesn't do bonus damage. So, kind of crazy. Wilbur's speed is 22. That's bananas. Okay, let's just attack. Hit him for 28. Very good. And these two, okay. $19.37. Slam him for 55. Give me those crits, baby. ... Indeed. Alright, heal him up. He's still marked for one more turn. We'll use Rallying Flare to clear that.
As the light gains purchase,
234% chance to still have a chance to not stun while this game gets nuts. Yeah, we're at a champion level here, so this is gonna happen. I guess I should have just marked with the occultist. Nice resist. So I didn't stun there with the Houndmaster on this guy, like, because if, like, when we know that it's not gonna be able to use, or it's unlikely that it's gonna be able to use Obliterate Body, or we're pretty sure it's gonna have to use Wild Flailing, then, like, we want to be able to stun it the following turn potentially if, like, she gets stunned and can't clear a mark or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe I should have just had the occultist mark last turn instead of heal him, but whatever. I already didn't do that, so just attack. 22, the speed of bananas. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hit him for a 22 again. Okay, clear that. Come on, occultist, I need you to go now. No. Don't crit me, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we'll get him marked. I should be able to kill him. Well, if we get a crit, we can kill him. Stunning her. Okay, so she's stunned, so I'm not gonna be able to clear the mark. So now, like, we could eat a dog treat and hit him here. And we could, if we do top end damage, we could finish him off. I'm not gonna take that risk. We're just gonna try to stun him. Just gonna try to stun him. And we do stun him. These marks only last for 2 rounds, so. That actually means the Houndmaster's still going to be marked for next round, but whatever. I'm going to heal the Herbalist for a whopping 18. Very nice. All right, 19 to 37. Let's do it. 24. Not too bad. Not too bad. Don't stun him. He has bonus stun resist, so he still can get stunned, but just list like 28. All right, he's definitely within range. You're gonna die, you swine god. More like swine nod to. Never mind. I'm just gonna attack him. There we go. You're looking pretty dead, fool. Very good. Get him and dead him.
Liquefaction cannot come soon enough.
Crit him for 19 with the bola. I'm surprised he used Bit of Squeal there. Usually he'll use the squeal that hits the whole party, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get him and dead him. All right. This is even with the dog treat bonus, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. All right, let's eat a dog treat. Okay, now we can actually guarantee hit him. Crit him for 36. Yeah, I told him. I told him what's what. So that fight went good. 0 stress. Not full health, but, you know, not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't have a fight spawn here. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess we're just gonna fight the Shambler. Like, I don't really need any loot out of this dungeon because we're done with this file anyway. But let's so we're not gonna be able to have any light in this dungeon, right? Because we can't use torches in there. So we're gonna de-equip anything that's not giving us a benefit here. So that would be Sun Ring, Ancestor's Candle. None of these things do anything at all for us. Need to re-equip here. So, like, not having accuracy increase really sucks. Really bad. I guess we could use Vulnerability Hex. Otherwise, you guys are all set. But really, we'd prefer to use a mark on the Houndmaster or the Bounty Hunter. I went to this room so I could camp, so that way, like, we're going to lose this plus 30% damage, but we're going to gain some other camping abilities. So that way I can walk into this hallway and, like, the Curio's right there, and that way if light can't spawn here or here.
Rats in a maze.
So, we're going to want to, like, do anything we can to, like, increase our damage capability here. And since we're not going to have any damage or accuracy increase, so I'm going to use a restring crossbow to increase our damage, accuracy, and crit chance. And I'm going to use This Is How We Do It. I actually forgot to re-equip Plan Takedown, but that's fine. Like, we actually just want, like, this is fine as well. Because it gives me more crit chance, which this does just damage. I guess I could have done the other thing, but I forgot to re-equip there. And I don't want to get ambushed here, because if we end up getting ambushed, then we're probably going to have an issue. So we'll prevent ambush with Hound's Watch. And I'm also going to use the the Occultist's ability to increase damage somewhere. So he's plus accuracy. She's plus accuracy, damage, and crit chance. So who's going to get the plus 20% damage? I don't know, whatever. What's the benefit of you deciding to fight the Shambler anyway? Just for challenge. I don't need to fight the Shambler. I shouldn't fight the Shambler. We're just doing it because we have really... Like, even if all of our characters died here, it's not that big of a deal. By the way, we get this -2 speed for 4 battles. We can actually remove that with a medicinal herb. Not a fan of the updated secret room chances. Just did 2 long dungeons with an Antiquarian. Scouted every hallway. 0 secret rooms. Yeah, it's only a 50% chance, the guy on the couch, for long dungeons. So but the thing is the medium runs are the exact same chance. So those are still 50% chance too. Yeah. You avoid them like the plague after you get the trinkets. Oh, well, champion shamblers I avoid like the plague in general, yeah. But veteran shamblers are actually my favorite enemy in the game, and I will just fight them for fun. As long as I'm set up to fight them. But yeah, because we already have the trinkets that we want. But I constantly sell the trinkets to the, like, so that way we can continue to get money from it, from the fights. Good luck, have fun, to good don't die, kill all ally, victory, no BS.
In the most tenebrous corners of this
That's a fine mix. So we're gonna need a stun here. Try to, anyway. If we fail the stun, then we're gonna start doing holy waters. Want you to equip the fish? What? Dodge? What? The fish? I have no idea what you're talking about. So I can get him marked here with the bounty hunter. Or with the occultist, but I think I might just attack and then have the bounty hunter mark and then have the arbalist move back 2 rows. Oh, the seer stone. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, it's too late now. I just forgot, that's all. And also the ancestors map doesn't do anything, and the beast ring doesn't do anything either. It's whatever. I'm just gonna attack. Yeah, you can move back. And then you're going to mark. And the reason I want to mark with him is that way we get the minus 20% protection as long as it goes through. It's actually not guaranteed at all to go through, and it didn't. But I just wanted that more than like the minus 20 dodge because it fucking hardly has any dodge anyway. So our chance of stunning here, pretty garbage. Just going to try and get that minus 20% or minus 30% debuff, and we do get it there, so that's awesome. Okay, so this turn he's going to actually get an action. I don't mind leaving the Houndmaster in the front row because he's just going to be stunning every other turn. Eventually, maybe we can try and get him in the right position, but for right now, he's probably just going to remain there. So we're going to use Holy Waters, and I should have used one on my Houndmaster. The reason we're using Holy Waters is it increases our resist to blight, bleed, disease, and debuff. And the blight and the bleed are the main things here. So we're going to use collect bounty here. 16 to 33 damage with a 23% chance to crit. Let's do it, baby. Crit up for 48. That's what I'm talking about. Third of his, well, more like a quarter of his health gone. 16 to 35. Going to use another holy water here. 16 to 35 with a 34% chance to crit. That bonus crit chance from not only that being a marked target, 10% crit chance there, 5% crit chance from the range skill, and then also 3% crit chance from darkness, as you can see right there. It shows right there. So damn good. Come out! No, that's not a crit. I just talked you up so fucking hardcore. Ah. All right. I could move you back. We're doing 10 to 17 with a 24% chance to crit. Yeah, let's just hit you. That's a ton of damage. Almost did minimum damage. Kind of sucks. So we're using it. He's using advancement here. Totally fine. But that's going to bleed us. And I forgot to use the holy water on the occultist too. Shit. All right, so we're going to try and stun the shambler here. Okay. So now the bounty hunter can't actually use an ability that hits the third row. Well, that's actually not true at all. The bounty hunter can use an ability that hits the third row, but the ability that he can use doesn't do nearly as much damage. So I'm probably just going to try and kill a Clapperclaw here. And I'm in fact kind of inclined to use Blind Fire here, but we can do so much damage here. So I think we're just going to shoot it. 32 damage, really good. Occultist, you're going to move back because I'm probably going to need you to fucking not die, and I need you to heal yourself, I think. It's a lot of damage that we can do here. Like, we could get it dead quite rapidly, and we could attack a Clapperclaw here instead. But I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm a little bit more inclined to try and kill a Shambler spawn. Like, a blind fire would be nice because it would give us a small likelihood of actually going before one of the clapper claws here. But, so it goes. Don't crit me, bro. Thank you. Holy shit. Come on, baby. Give me a crit. No, that's almost minimum damage, you douche. Alright, so I'm gonna stun. I could move you backwards here. Holy water. Use a bandage. I could stun a clapper claw. I don't know how great that is here. Could move you back a row. How's your Monday going value? Yeah, but even if we were in this fight, the guy on the couch, I would never use the. I would very it would be very unlikely to want to use the Plague Doctor's battlefield bandage because we just want to be getting more damage on the Shambler. You know what I mean? Because that's really good. I'm gonna move you back. To hell with it. Kill this thing, would you? Or don't. Frick. He's probably gonna use Stentorius Lament here. Alright. Pretty over 32. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, you're using an undulating withdrawal. Okay. Thought he was going to use Stentorius Lament for sure. These things get so dangerous after just a couple attacks. You know, this buff that they get is fucking crazy. And now he's having a really fucking bad day. Stun him, please. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm gonna be blind firing here. Thank goodness. Good. I think we're gonna blind fire here. Okay. Maybe I should just target this Shambler spawn, but I guess he's gonna be able to do that here. We're just a little bit less accurate because we're on Death's Door recovery.
Their formation is
cool.
broken. Maintain the offensive.
Maintain the. Oh my God! Back to Death's Door for you. Fuck, that's a resolve check.
As night ebbs,
Yeah.
terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Okay, we're abusive. I mean, the only places that I would probably say we're gonna take him off of Death's Door here. That like the Plague Doctor is absolutely, or you like really want a Plague Doctor is gonna be like the Cove, because like the giant crabs hit you for so much freaking. Mark him here. They hit you for so much bleed that you really need to get rid of that. 17 to 35 with a 23% chance to crit. Let's do it, baby. Crit up for 52. That is a dead Shambler if I've ever fucking seen one. Suck it, champion Shambler, my ass. Get out of here, Mama Jamma. Very good. Okay, this is gonna kill us all. Don't crit me, bro. Thank you. Good. Stun that Mama Jamma. Alright, what are you gonna do? No, no resolve check us. Okay.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Alright. Doing bonus damage because it's a stun target. Finish him doing 60% stun damage. Get it! No, stop missing! Oh my God. Come on. Kill it. Don't yell at the Arbalist. Really? Like, you gonna yell at the Arbalist? Oh, we're dead. It's gonna kill us all. Oh, you're passing. Come on, hit it. Hit it for 60. There you go.
Give them no quarter.
We could have started lighting the torch back up, but
promises success.
that's all right. Ba-dum bum ba-dum. GG. Fucking end it right there. What's up, Dreamy Robot? How you doing today, man? Guilty Conscience, Beast Hater, Stress faster. Got rid of Beast Slayer, though. Bloodthirsty and the runs. Got to get rid of that. Kind of difficult to dodge when you're crapping your pants, as it turns out. But, yeah. Was that a Shambler? Almost looked like a Bone Rabble. Yeah, it's almost a Bone Rabble.
My obsession
All you gotta do
caused
is
this
crit.
great foulness,
That's
and
all
it
you
is
gotta
shameful
do.
that I must rely upon you to set it right.
It is shameful. It is shameful, Ancestor. Okay, come on.
The front line of this war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
All right. Have you ever had 3 back-to-back trap files in an unscouted room? Hallway? Unscouted room? Boy, I don't think so. I think that maybe I have. Well, not an unscouted one. I think I've seen 3 in a hallway scouted, but that's probably because I was entering and exiting the hallway like over and over and over again, or at least multiple times, I think. Yeah, Yusef, thanks. Normally we were playing torchless. But in this, so we named it. Hey, I found a torch, because we had been naming our estates along the lines of like, who put out the light? Why is it so dark in here? Who put out the light? Or like, seriously, who the hell dropped the torch? That kind of stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's where we're gonna call it today, boys. I'm not sure when we're gonna come back to this Darkest Dungeon file. We did everything that we needed to do. Like, we still have some we could still do the other champion bosses and stuff like that, but we beat the Heart of Darkness. And we've beaten a couple of the champion bosses. We've fought all of the all of the champion exclusive Stygian enemies, or they're not exclusive to Stygian mode, I don't think. But yeah, and it is Monday after all, so we're always kind of having a short day on Monday. So